I'm looking at it and awesome.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Shadow and Sun Show, and welcome to the after party. Woo! You guys did it, man. I mean, there was no doubt, but you knocked it out of the park, kinda.
Hey,
Yeah, I mean,
thank you.
so we thought.
Yeah, for sure. It was
But
quite the surge at the end, which was really nice.
Okay, someone's got
that
their
last day had like
mics on.
11 or. Oh, I was gonna say that last day was like original 10 to 12 from the day before, because it was at like 40 and then it popped up. So yeah, it was awesome. But and I'm already starting printing and working back here, so I'll be printing during the show too.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been pulling stuff for 2 days now, 3 days, maybe 4.
Yeah.
What do you mean pulling stuff?
So I got to get all the maps together. I got to
Oh, okay.
do counts. I got to get the boxing together, the catalogs. I got to prep the miniatures.
Yeah, there's
So like the Doom Guard comes with a little, fake gem, and make sure every bag gets at least 2, one regular size and one any size, and 2 different colors. So it's, it's did a few hundred of those, and that's a lot.
Yeah.
More small.
So what we're trying to do, Shadow, is trying to get everything prepped as much as possible to be prepared to ship as soon as possible. So Matt has been doing pretty much double whatever he can printing wise and getting things together. Dave has been situating as much as possible, and I've been coordinating with him to get casting done, because we're going to have to get some casting, and we have shipments coming in over the next few weeks or so, and we're going to try to get as much as we can prepped and ready to go. We got some things that should be on the way to us, and as soon as we get everything together, we're going to try to ship as soon as possible. So we can't make any specific promises right now, but we're going to try to ship as soon as we have everything together and we're coordinated. We have some production going on that's going to take a bit of time, but we feel confident that the Kickstarter will be on time or better from what was stated. Yeah. As Matt's showing, you can see lots of books being printed, and box sets and labels and all that fun stuff. And, here at
It's
Dave's place, we got a ton of stuff prepped in boxes, like Dave.
Yeah, I got like a wall in front of me of stuff.
I used to work in a
running-
print factory, a bindery company actually, and we had these massive tables, of depending on the project, it would be like each individual page or different items to go in said project. I can just imagine this giant row of ping pong table size tables just going off into infinity for this project.
I have a whole nother table that where my computer is. It extends to the end of the shed, and then I've got it over there to show you some of the stuff. So I've got stacks upon stacks upon stacks of books. I think if you count the entire project, if give or take, what was that, 220 just about?
Yeah.
So in that 220, there are 2,420 booklets that are over here being printed. That doesn't include the RGs on their own. That doesn't include or item monster cards or any of that. So, yeah, it's fun. As you can see, I've got double printer going back here.
Nice.
Yeah, got tons of Dracula and Spaces stacked over there from yesterday, but it's going good though. I'm quite happy with the speed, and the two printers is making quick work of some.
Yeah,
Nice.
there's, like Matt said, just a ton, and it doesn't even count the back end. And what I mean by the back end, we have a ton of books and add-ons that people did miniature-wise, Arduin book-wise, and we got maps that people ordered. So it's an extensive amount of material, not only the Kickstarter bundle, but everything else on the back end that people ordered. So we have quite a bit of shipping work and some processing to do for boxes, which we're already getting samples and looking through for us to kind of get everything together and see how the shipping will happen for people. But we're going to get it all figured out.
Yeah, and I took my singular off the day after the Kickstarter because I decided that I was going to sleep in. Everything was great, and then filmed an orchestra performance for another little thing. So, my day off wasn't really a day away from the computer. So, but yeah, back into a month and however long it takes to get it done, so we can get it to y'all.
Well, we'll let you have Thanksgiving off, I guess.
I guess we can work that. Oh man, no,
Really?
yeah, I'll be with my folks on Thanksgiving, and so maybe I'll let the printer run while I'm eating dinner. But
All right. That sounds good.
Are you close to your parents' home?
well, I'm about 3 hours from my parents, and about 20 or 30 minutes from Shay's fiance. So we kind of flip-flop the holidays a lot. Eventually, we're just going to tell them to all show up at the RV, and we'll have a picnic. So,
Okay.
but
What's up, Cal? What's
Oh,
up,
is my
Roger?
sound up
Nice
now?
to meet you. Yeah, it's a little better.
yeah, that's good.
Garza, Ultra American. We got all kinds of people here to help us celebrate.
I see a question. Yep, Roger. That's an awesome poster for Central New York Con. So, yes, proudly displayed. That's one of two posters that are signed by all the special guests from Central New York RPG Con that Dave and I bid on and won at the convention. So, pretty cool piece of history right there. But
Central New York Con this year, or this upcoming year.
yeah,
The only we've got Wizard World and San Diego Comic Con, and I don't know what the other one is in L.A. That's,
Don't
but I
know
haven't
if you
been
could
to-
get any further away from me.
Well, I could be in another
But-
continent.
That's true. Oh man, yeah, we have one of the players on the server that joins our games. He's in Australia, so but he's a night owl, so in the middle of the night for him, and he's like, "This is perfect." But part is scheduling when you've got the Australian, the Irishman, and the Californian at the table with me, and all, like 4 points of the world, trying to get a schedule together.
I've got a couple of gamers that are in other countries as well, and I couldn't do it, man. 10 o'clock, that's my cutoff. I'm getting old.
Yeah.
I could probably do like morning games, but yeah, it's just something about it just seems wrong. You know what I mean?
Well,
It's like
You know,
wake up, play some. Yeah, no.
see, I don't really sleep that much, so my games go pretty late into the night, which makes that scheduling a little easier. But I'm
Enjoy it
Mr.
while you
4
can.
a.m. Yeah.
Enjoy it while you can.
Well, Hey, my dad is the same way. He's 55 or 50, 55. So Mr. 4 a.m. just like me, but we're also crazy. My dad is me, but with dark hair instead of red hair. He's got weird, but pretty much the same to sleep or the lack thereof.
So, guys,
But
go ahead.
that's it. That's it.
I was wondering, what was the hardest thing about this Kickstarter?
Dave, you want to do it? You want to do it at the same time? One, George. No, just
Oh yeah,
kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah. What probably the most difficult thing was just coordinating to make sure that all the dots were connected to make everything happen, because logistically we did it in such a short period of time, Shadow, because again, the idea came into fruition right at the end of August, early September, and there we are scrambling to do a pre-launch by the middle of September. So trying to coordinate everything, I think, was one of the most difficult things, was doing that, getting that bundle box, creating that bundle box, getting all the information that we needed from everybody and getting it coordinated. So I think the coordination and facilitating to get it off the ground, like I said, I've said numerous times, right up to literally minutes before the Kickstarter, things were changing or being added on, like the keys and everything. So I think that was the most difficult part of the Kickstarter. Once we got rolling, I think we had a solid plan of live streams, of talking to people, the way we marketed, the ads we took, and I think our production, coordinating with like Matt, constant meetings, Dave, myself, and Matt back and forth. And we planned. We did a lot in September to pre-plan. And even during the month of October, we adjusted to things. We analyzed if things needed to be taken care of. We did it. But I think that was smoother than the initial. The initial onslaught to get things rolling, the first 1 to 3 weeks in September, that was, to me, the most difficult part of the whole project.
Yeah, I mean, it certainly was a little bit hectic getting the tools ready for print and everything. Going through and setting up from the scan, sending over, and all that. But I do think George did at the beginning was definitely probably the hardest, because it's okay. Let's get this thing up there. Let's see if we can get like having a solid number in my head of exactly how many there are. That helps, and then being able to, like, now I'm not worried about marketing the Kickstarter and put every single day. I can really get deep into printing, because I was a starter, but now that we're at the end, it's like, okay, I can wake up, print, and spend the entire day doing it, and just focus on getting those folks. And that
yeah.
So we're definitely at the better as far as my stuff is concerned. George and Dave, I think, are about to enter the hardest, which is all the shipping and getting all of it. But I'll be up there to help with some of that packing.
Are you guys Matt? Are you gonna ship everything you're printing to them, and then they're
gonna drive it to
them? Okay.
Yeah.
So
he insists.
Yeah,
he wants a vacation up in the fall.
Well, hey, look, guys. The shipping cost was able to come down for you all a little bit when we realized that if I, shipping 400 pounds game boxes to a single location is much more expensive than me just my car and driving up there, spending a couple nights, and then driving back. So,
yeah.
Plus, there, it'll be cool. We bring straight boxes together.
We'll make sure you guys have some fun up here, though.
Tell her about that part. I didn't tell her about that part.
Oh, didn't tell her about that part yet. But no, Shadow.
Yeah.
Like I said, the post Kickstarter now, because we've had a solid game plan, and it feels good because we have a good eye on exactly what we need. Like Matt said, we have the dual printers now for them. We have the equipment we got early in September for them, the stapler, the press, the paper, everything, the staples. We feel confident. Dave and I got all the metal we need, and we have a production schedule for the miniatures. And it's just a confidence in when you plan well, you pre-plan, you scope it out, and you plan it, you feel confident. And we've, of course, put into that plan any adjustments because of situation, because of delays, because of weather, any X variable that we could think of. So we have a confidence, I would say right now, is really good. And I noticed, I think there was a question in the chat for us.
Yeah, question for the panel.
Yeah,
What is the one thing you're most excited for the PTA, including the case cannot be an answer?
the case is too cool. It cannot be an answer.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Excited about. I think for me, it's the new adventures. I'm really excited to play Dracula in Space. I had a lot of fun working on it, and I'm even to play Rancid Maw because it's just even deadlier. But no, I mean, I'm there's that, and there's also the mixing of the systems together, because with Barry Borderlands and Art, when you put it all together, you can do multiversal campaigns very easily. So
Sure.
y'all see some of that in Radioactive Boogaloo. I give a little advice on, which is free PDFs. It's coming out after I get all this, but it'll go over a little bit about, like, hey, if you're going to a world that's like diesel, use the gun recharts from the Arduin from the Kickstarter.
Yeah.
That you got your tanks right there. You've got all that, and then talking about different kinds of multiversal travels, and the system really works with that. I mean, that's one thing Hargrave kind of had to a T, was like building out a system that could handle different genres, and that was a big one for me. But George, you're up, or Dave?
Dave?
Well, I wrote my answer. I'm kind of excited to see that, there might be an occasional video popping up, unboxing it, talking about it, seeing it at a convention or something.
Well, I'm going to do all of that eventually. But
and of course the case.
Yeah.
the case is pretty sharp.
No, the case is.
I don't know how you can exclude that.
Did you get any orders for just the case, like without?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, there was some add-ons on the back end for the case, and again, it's just really cool. I've said it before, how cool.
Good.
It's really a cool thing. I mean, the excitement is kind of a combination of both what Matt and Dave are saying. I think the possibilities of people using the Portal to Adventure, to run different games, the game of games, to mix and match different games, I think is really cool. And it's cool the amount of material you can mine out of there, the dungeons. It just, to me, is exciting to see people to use it and to be able to discover what Arduin, Barrows and Borderlands, and the Lost Dungeons of Tonsberg have to offer. And I think that's really cool when you're getting all this. And again, it's exciting to me. I can't wait till people get this, because I didn't get a chance, but just to let you know, Matt and Dave doesn't even know yet, but your shipment arrived, Matt. So we got another
perfect
pre-production, well, not pre-production, but an actual production sample. And holy cow, this thing weighs about 2 pounds.
I have not had the honor.
Yeah, and that doesn't even count the the display case and all on it. So it's immense. And again, it's beautiful.
I'm really.
These came out. Go ahead.
sending it to him because I'm like, yeah, I know I'm about to get more of them, but man, this is cool. I like bringing it with me to the table and showing it to folks. And but yeah, no, we've got. I say that while I look at literally 100 here as far as the innards.
I just want people to know and I know, lots of people have done reviews. Shadow, you did one, with the whole Dracula in space thing and everything.
And volumes 1 through 3.
Yeah, and 1 through 3, you
And
did
the-
all
and
the
the- and the
Arduin
hardcover.
trilogy. But just again, we've talked about it. To reiterate, the texture, the feel, the paper in there, the linen paper is awesome in these books and everything. It's just such a cool feel and such a cool look to this. And again, I'm excited here because we hadn't seen a full production. We had some pre-production samples, but we didn't have like the actual things like right in our hands here.
Mhm.
And it's really cool, and just like you're saying, John, there, you have the Lost Dungeons of Tonsberg right in there with these too. So it's a beautiful package. And like I said, holy cow, you don't realize how big and how weighty this is until it's in your hands. And this thing is quite hefty. And I'll have to show you, Dave. Like I said, I just got this just before the show it showed up.
Yeah.
So,
And here's Matt back to join us, or was. So, what's up with Griff? I
Sorry
haven't.
about that.
He never, came on the show. Is he okay?
Can't speak
He's
for
a
him.
busy guy. He's a busy guy. I know he's doing stuff with the convention middle of October, and I know he's been working with George and Dave on getting stuff together for that Hargrave documentary, which I'm excited for a lot. I'll be watching it. And then, yeah, I mean, dude, like the amount of stuff that he was doing in the all of this going on was kind of crazy.
yeah, a lot with the
But-
Arnicon 3 going on and all that.
Yeah,
My
Arnicon
Arnicon shirt on right now.
Nice.
Official Game Master.
Oh, that's a nice shirt.
I
Oh,
just got
man.
my Elvira,
Oh, there
but
you
it
go.
glows in the dark.
Yeah.
It does glow in the dark. Off Grid's got a great question because I keep hearing this from a lot of my friends. He backed the Kickstarter, backer number 313. Where do I download the PDF so I can get to reading? The box is a ways off yet arriving in the woods.
We're actually going to be working on those. We just talked about it. So, and I think Dave just answered it over the next 7 to 14 days. And as soon as we can get everything coordinated, they'll be available. On the Kickstarter, we had the availability of the PDFs for December of this year coming up. But as soon as we're able to get everything together, we're going to have the downloads available sooner. As soon as we can get everything coordinated with them. We're doing some final go-throughs. We're doing some final improvements where we've been talking with Matt, adding some bookmarks. We're just tweaking,
making it easier to navigate and stuff.
Exactly. So that you actually have bookmarks within the PDFs. And then it's the delivery of the PDFs. We're logistically making sure that's all sound because we want to have a centralized one place that everybody goes to get the PDFs. And we're still talking about that to finalize it. We already kind of know the concept we want to do that. So as soon as we're ready to go, we're going to let everybody know. We'll do an update to the Kickstarter and we'll post it to all our social medias. So that'll be coming. So Off Grid Gamer, just give us a little bit. We're working on it and it should be there. Like I said, it should be there early coming up this month in the next couple weeks. And you'll have your PDFs.
Another PDF question. Are they included in any of the bundles?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Besides,
all of them.
besides just the PDF bundle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah, Yeah,
they all
no,
have some form of PDFs attached to them.
the PDF tier, the $30 tier,
Right.
is included if you bought the trilogy set, if you bought the normal bundle or the premium bundle.
Okay.
All those PDFs come with all three of those tiers.
And are the PDFs like serial
Yeah.
numbered or tagged or something like that?
They're on there with you'll be, as far as I'm sure from talking to y'all, with you basically go download them. So you'll basically sign in and download them from there once they're uploaded. So, and yeah, like George said, we're just going through, and I wanted to make sure good if we needed any more bookmarks. I know very broad and sometimes covered
Yeah.
large subsets of tables. So I went in and built out like every single monster has a bookmark in it and stuff like that.
Right.
So for those people that are playing online, it should make their lives easier. The Barrows and Borderlands PDF will be all 4 booklets in PDF with the bookmarks. The folks at game know what that's like if they've downloaded the PDF, and they can find everything. And then, you know, it'll have the art that's going to be in the premium edition, though. Just mainly just getting it clean, good, as best PDFs they can be, so you don't have to re-download them again. And doing the same marks for like the adventures and stuff like that. But you know, but yeah.
And like Matt said, to go off of what Matt said, Shadow, they're an improvement. The PDFs with these bookmarks, I mean, you're able to go to a section, and then Matt broke it down. Like if you have a section of monsters, you go to the monster section, and then if it has Air Shark, you can jump to that. You can jump to each individual item within that section. So these PDFs are very organized and quick. You know, they have these bookmarks and quick links to different sections. So we're just making sure everything is good. And like Matt alluded to, one of the concepts we believe for delivery, and we're going to finalize it in the next couple weeks, is for people to come onto the mcho.com site, sign up there, and then what happens is you'll have access to the PDFs, and they will always exist on our site in your individual account. So they'll always be there if you ever need to grab them again. So that's the concept right now we're having. We're just... Yeah, Matt?
Sorry. My connection's not loving me tonight. I don't know what it is, but hopefully I sound good. I'm just turning the video off for a minute.
Was that all correct with the PDFs, Matt? I just want to make sure.
Yeah, just making sure they're is just, we want the PDFs to be used. We want them to be easy to read, and obviously like the physical books, when you can turn the book on the side, that's one thing. But you're building a new kingdom IRL 1-to-1 time. Yeah, you're right. That's on our Game of Games Discord server. If you go to discord./Barrows and Borderlands, all one word, you can come join the game. We're at like almost 190 players on there. I say that, but I've noticed some folks joining in and hanging out. But we just got new character sheets on there for beginners that have never played before, or maybe you don't own the game.
Yeah, you dropped a big long hour video. I didn't get to finish it this morning about all of that, right?
Yeah, that was a little impromptu. We were on yesterday while I was printing, and then I talked to Fox and John and Jacob, and we were like, let's do a little video like the Google Forms and how that worked. No, I do not use Starlink. I can assume based on your name, Off Grid Gamer, also live in the boonies like I do. So,
Yes.
I feel you. I have a little T-Mobile box, but folks that are joining into the server, there's some videos up for you to be able to catch up, learn how to play immediately. If you don't own the game, like I said, there's the beginner character sheet. It tells you how to roll up a basic character, either fighting man, magic user, or cleric, and so you can run a few sessions, see if you actually like the game before you ever buy it. I hate buying stuff that this will give you a chance to actually see what the game feels like when you play it, especially those that are coming from a newer version of the game, like 5th edition or something. They don't even know if they like classic gaming. It's free. I don't charge you to play, but and if
right.
yeah, we'll be playing some of the Portal 2 Adventures when that comes out, and y'all uses hamster wheel internet. Yeah, okay, Baron. He's back writing. Hey, she's not right now, so it's not her. I don't know what it is. I will also say I saw a comment from Baron earlier. He's asking about the history of the game.
He wanted you to.
Yeah, history of.
Yeah, he wanted you to spout off with the entire history of. Yeah.
Ha! I can do it. I can do it in 10 seconds or less. I wonder if I can. Okay. Brownstein, Brownstone, Blackmore, using some Strategos in with a little bit of chainmail things. Chainmail comes about in 1971, a year or two after Blackmore started. Arneson adds chainmail to his Blackmore game. Later on in 1973, as per Paul Stormberg, he shows it to Gary Gygax. They work on a draft of the game. Multiple groups around the country and then 1974, D&D comes out, and the rest is history. So that was 15 seconds. I don't know if I got it that
pretty
fast.
Quick.
Yeah.
But I've confirmed a lot of this with Griff from Secrets of Blackmore. I've spoken about it. I date so when things are released. I saw some folks that were talking earlier about like leading into Blackmore, but when Blackmore was started, I still think chainmail's a fun way to play. We use chainmail in our home campaign for mass combat, but yeah, it was Brownstein, Blackmore, chainmail, then D&D.
Then Arduin.
Well,
That's a phenomenon to him.
but well, I like the Arduin history. I'm only recently learning, but it sent me down a rabbit hole of a war game called Midgard and a few other rabbit holes. But there's a lot going on with that stuff. Jay on our server, him and I are like other than Griff, obviously. But when we were chatting about it, what we came to the conclusion of is post 1971-72. There's like 5 or 6 other game groups popping up across the country because Arneson's talking about the game, he's running it. So you've got the Cal that's piping up, Richard Snyder and John Snyder and his brother. Hargrave was fantasy wargaming with like Tony Bath and Featherstone sort of wargaming. You've got MAR gets a pre-draft of D&D back before it developed in the background. Mark Buffkin, Monsoon. You've got so many people that are running games before it comes out. So that's where I guess the clarification of like published role-playing game. But if you want, you can take that timeline, all the spiel and further all the way to cavemen pretending to be Oonga Boonga and talking about how they're going to attack the tribe next door.
Little Orc Wars, H.G. Wells.
Oh yeah, it just keeps going. So, but yeah, I hope that answered the question, Baron. I think that game history as hard to get a lot of that in record because we're talking about people that played it over 50 years ago and they kept their notes in composite notebooks and they didn't have cell phones to take videos and stuff like that. So
and nobody, nobody
that.
thought that there would be a reason to hang on to that stuff. You know what I mean?
I mean,
the fact that
I didn't keep
a
lot of my.
Yeah.
I mean, I have stuff from when I was a teenager, like my very first characters and not my very first,
Yeah.
but way back to 1979. But that was when there was an entire industry of not just RPG games, but war games and miniatures and comic books, usually all convening at the same type of shop. Prior to that, there was no reason for these people to hang on to their character sheets and their campaign notes and things like that, especially people who, after 10 or 20 years, stopped playing and didn't think they were going to go back to it. The fact that any of it survived is an absolute miracle, especially with David A. Hargrave.
Yeah.
When he passed, you know, I know that if I don't have a lawyer come in here the minute that I pass, everything that I ever wrote and read is going to end up on the side of the road, like the old covers
Yeah.
for the pulp magazines.
So
It's all going to end up out there, or in a landfill or a bonfire. I'm not sure.
I'll tell you. So I was talking with some of the guys in the TechML Foundation about Barker, and one of the things that came up was him whole backyard. So M.A. Barker was throwing stuff in the bonfire, clearing out his notes and everything, and he was throwing away all of his original Empire Pedal Throne notes. And one of the guys, like, he was about to toss in his first draft of Empire Pedal Throne because he's like, nobody cares about this shit. And then immediately the guy said, no, I'll hold on to it. He's like, fine. And then, now it's like of that gaming and but we're talking about guys that thought, why would what came before? They're only going to care about what comes next. So
And
they're throwing stuff away. I mean, we're the NASA files, talking about guys just throwing stuff away. My grandpa was he was on the 11 project and stuff, and he just talks about how things were just they're organized when they needed to be, and that's it. So, but yeah, like Barker's old stuff. I talked to more bunch, and they're discussing like what games they were playing at a certain time, and they barely remember. Like, okay, George, what did you have for breakfast 52 years ago?
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Or a better thing, George. What was one of your favorite video games as a kid? Like just any of the. Well, you could probably think of that one, but
yeah, no, like if I really think back and go, gee, what was back in the day? Was it what was that game? What was that video game with the was it Dragon Slayer, the Dragon's Foot? With the guy in the arcade.
Dragon
yeah,
Slayer?
Dragon Slayer, Dragon
Yeah.
Slayer, yeah. Okay,
Or
now you remember what that game is. Now, these guys, they'll remember what the game is. Now, imagine if I asked you when the first day you played it was, the exact date.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Why would I remember the first date?
I remember the game, but I never played it. But yeah, that's just guess with authority.
So,
no, exactly.
and that happens with a bunch.
That's why it's difficult.
Hey, Grandma, we were just talking about you. Everybody's wishing you well and missing
Yes,
you
yes.
greatly.
Yeah.
But I let them know you were
Good to
in
see you.
OGGM's game Saturday and you kicked some ass and well, you got lost, but we found you.
He
You
didn't
gotta-
say that till
RPG
just
Wow.
now, so you
Talk
know.
about from one extreme to the next, Shadow.
Well, she went looking.
Grandma, you have to come play. I was gonna say she's got to come play Barrows and Borderlands and Arduin with us on the server. Her
Yeah.
video was the one that explained how the original Psionics D worked, because I don't care how many times I read that section, I did not know how it worked until she sat there and explained it over 6 videos. Okay,
I never had a
it was
problem.
like it was like a series.
I had this experience with the Darkover role playing game and the Darkover novels. Don't touch them because Marion Zimmer Bradley is a monster. But I through that I learned them real easy because Silence was like one of those things early on that I wanted to. As soon as I saw that, I'm like, oh, what? How come nobody's not using this? Um, but Grandma, I'm probably going to be running Barrows and Borderlands for you, OG, Mike, and Jen whenever this particular campaign ends on alternating Saturdays. So just saying, be ready.
See,
It'll-
there you go, Matt. Some more B&B games going.
There you
I've already
go.
been voluntold that I'm going to be running 2 to maybe even 3 separate B&B campaigns, and I'm like, I don't get paid enough for this shit. I just don't.
Hey, that's why
You
you
get paid?
pull out Arduin books and throw the crits and fumbles to the enemies against them, and then
Yeah,
yeah,
I just had a discussion about crits and fumbles today. I don't want to rehash that.
we ran a pickup game of Caliban the other night.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
so we were sitting there. Yeah,
all time
pickup
favorite
game.
game.
So we were sitting there, and I said, "Hey, what are we doing?" Sitting here, I was printing, I was getting stuff done, but and I was doing a little bit of file fixing and everything, and I noticed that we had like 12 people sitting in the voice channel of the server. I go, "Hey, everybody, roll up a character. You got 5 minutes. We're going into Caliban. Or grab one of your own characters." I feel so bad for Hunter. He lost 2 of his campaign characters delving
See
into
that
Caliban.
they're already like divvying up my stuff. My corpse isn't even cold yet. They're already OG, Cal, and Grandma are already like, claiming dibs on my stuff.
But that's
Oh.
awesome.
I have a pretty extensive collection, so I don't blame them. But they would have to get past my dog Chewy, uh, which all that would take is a belly rub and a pretzel, maybe a Dorito.
Yeah.
Oh, Brian in
Caliban's
the
my
comments.
favorite of all time. I love Caliban.
Oh, Caliban's awesome.
I've
so much
literally
fun.
run it.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, I've literally run it almost every Halloween, like 20 out of the 40 Halloweens since I was a teenager. I
Jeez.
run Caliban, and it's
Caliban's
not just on
great.
Halloween. I usually start it like either right before on Halloween, and then until they're dead or manage to escape. Mostly dead.
Yeah.
Well, some have gotten out.
Yeah.
Wow.
We had
Well, I'll tell you
Some
what,
of-
that Caliban, and again, how Matt was saying about running Caliban and stuff, how cool again it is, like how we talked about the mixing with the Arduin Portal to Adventure, where you can mix in the Arduin into B&B. And
Well,
again,
when you think about it, Caliban was like the of course there's the plateau of forever, but Caliban in itself is literally like they call it the Flying Dutchman of dungeons because it
yes.
travels interdimensionally. So it's like the shuttle bus to other dimensions, except that sometimes you miss your stop and you get stuck on it till it comes back around, so to speak.
they made it to the room with the hell spiral, because they didn't know what it was, and they ran out of the dungeon in fear. So, it's got a nice hell spiral and a star spider hanging out. So, dude, they're so good. It went fun. Yeah, Fox said we had a
My
Brian.
favorite room, though, my favorite room, hands down, is the room with the night demon.
Yep.
That is just you're going to die. It's just you're all going to die unless you run. As soon as you open the door, you go, "Oh yeah, I was in this in
Oh.
in '85. I remember this room. I'm leaving." Yeah.
Hang on. George, when we're writing the Rancid Mall and filling that out, George comment saying everybody's gonna die in this place because of how deadly it was. And so one of the rooms has our halfling dealing with Deodane. Hobbits are exclaiming, "We're gonna die! Everybody's gonna die in this place!"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just joking off grid.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
man.
it's
Well, I mean, Cal's not.
no
See, he
Rance.
said he called dibs first.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. Rancid Moth, that should be fun. That should be a lot of fun. We're going to have you run that, Matt. I think you run that
Oh,
at
man, that'll be
Central New York RPG Con next year. I think we're going to have you guys run
I'll
a
be in the
couple
booth. I'll just watch that one.
Arduin Portal 2 Adventures,
Hey.
and that'll be one of the main ones. That, maybe some Dracula in space, but I think Rancid Moth would be a lot of fun.
You walk into a room with a floor that's trench from World War One and skynet like France. Yeah. There's
Yeah.
some cool rooms in there.
No, it's some
Right.
very cool stuff. Very cool
There's a
stuff.
resting room though. There's a chill room.
Well, there's some stuff.
Maybe.
There's some children.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe it's
Maybe.
Maybe. Yeah. Like I
well, at my players know that time they see a room that looks comfy and cozy, it's always safe, and I would never do anything bad.
Oh,
know,
of course. Of course. Like I said, I think we made a mistake with 8+. It should be 18+. We need a 1 in front of
or
that.
80. Or 80.
I think it has to be 80.
Yeah, maybe a 0 after the 8 would be more appropriate.
Hey, but then
So,
you got to keep it to that Hargravian style. I'd say it's no harder than Caliban. So
Wait, what isn't?
it's I said
Rancid Moth.
it's small.
Oh, okay. I haven't read
It's
that
no
one.
harder than Cam. So
Well, I haven't seen it, so don't know. But I do know that some of those rooms in Dracula in Space were like 3 or 4 rooms of Caliban combined. And others were like,
What level was that for? Dracula in Space? 8+?
No, 5th through 8.
through 8.
Fifth.
5th through 8.
Oh, 5 through
Hey,
5 through
hey.
8. There's a cat.
I took first level characters into there, and they were all right for a little while. First
Yeah,
room.
Here's the insanity.
Yeah, we lost. Look at the. Just look at that. Yep, that's exactly.
indeed, Cal.
Oh man.
Yeah,
But when I ran Dracula in Space Gen, both times I did it with 5th level characters only at the table.
How many?
First time.
That's what my question is going to be.
First time it was 8 players. Second time it was 13 or 14.
Okay, yeah.
32.
First time we had 4 deaths. Second time we had no deaths, but some level drain. They actually beelined it to an escape ship and managed to sneak off the ship without interacting with Joe. Very smart players.
I call that a win.
But, yeah. No, I enjoyed running it. The thing is about most of the dungeons, I don't really write solutions to problems. I just write a bunch of problems, and then they've got to figure that. Sometimes they do, and sometimes they don't. But
Well, like when you mentioned, 8 to what was it, 13 players?
yeah,
That's pretty rare these days. Just saying, I'm seeing more
Yeah.
like 5 to 6, maybe 8 if you're really really lucky, or there's NPCs to be counted as such. But lately, I'm seeing like 4s and 5s, as player groups.
I've been seeing more groups that have been growing in size. I mean, for those of y'all on board, most tables sit around 8 to 10. And then my in-person game at the local game store is usually between 15 and 20. But if you guys are taking 4 people into draft levels, or you could double up characters per player, It is certain challenge dungeon. With a name like Dracula in Space, folks are thinking, I wonder how this fits into our day-to-day campaign in the Borderlands, you know? So, but I've certainly seen harder. I will say, I got a room with 12 Doom Guards in it. And, oh man. And then, Citadel of Thunder's got like a 30 or a 28 D8 acid trap in it. Yeah, it can be pretty wild in those games.
So you could get away with just 28 points of damage there.
You could, or you could
Maybe
8
save
times
for
that.
half, 14.
Oh, I'll do save for half. No,
All right.
no. It's usually in my games. It's if you save, you don't get affected, or you save and you die. But usually, but a lot of times though, I mean, if you think about this too, let's say you take four level character or 4 or 5 level characters into there, and the party's careful. Nothing in there will just kill you without you. It's either you've stepped in the wrong spot, you've touched the wrong thing, or you've picked a fight with a too strong an enemy. But the second time when players are in there, they avoided most of the by checking as they were going down the hall, foot poles, not grabbing door handles immediately. So
I had to teach my
very
group
avoidable stuff.
that David A. Hargrave twisted little joke of not 1, not 2, but 3 freaking traps on a chest. You guys remember that shit?
Yes.
You know, I check for traps. Okay, you found one. I disarm it. Okay, I open the chest. Okay, you take an 18 die lightning bolt. What?
You got the trap number 2 was just under the first one. You need to have a nest of chests down to the really small chest. It's got like a 30,000
drop
gold.
a heavy essence because you're gonna need it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, dude. Every time you open the chest, you lose some hit points. You know, with all these traps, but in the chest is the only healing potion in the entirety of the Borderlands, and you can get that health back you just lost.
Ooh, bonus! Your large chest knows no bounds.
No, I mean, well, you know, the way I run my games are very much earned experience and such. So we've got like a
Ask Cal and Arms off grid. They never ever find healing potions.
oh yeah, I don't even put them in the Borderlands that sells them. So they are the most rare and sought after is to find a healing potion. So
they gotta have like, you know, at least 2 clerics per party, at least.
oh yeah. The other things too is like usually when players are starting off in the Borderlands, it's very much a survival at the beginning. And those few that make it to the high levels are now in the domain play, kingdom play, which we do a lot of, because our entire campaign is like player ran economies and player ran nations and such.
As it should be.
Yeah, or you can go in and like it's Sims. So she's like, "Oh, dungeons not for me. I will sit here and build out my character's farm in the back end, and I'll occasionally show up." Hey, listen, sometimes she's got the game figured out because she'll spend the month that we're not playing. She'll be like, "Okay, my character's farming for these materials." She show up to the session. She's like, "Well, I have herbs. They're not as good as healing potions, but maybe I can stop that bleeding." And you know.
Hey.
Yeah, but granted, she's kind of mean to the other players, dude. She'll be, "Did you earn the right to be healed by me?
Wow.
How much is it
That's
worth
awesome.
to you? How much of the
Yeah.
But
That's awesome.
I had to change not the rules, but the bit setting. I had to have the nation crack down on adventurers throw their magic treasure away, because every city we would go into, she would start trying to dig the trash out of the trash can, because her whole idea was, well, the adventurers come through here, so they're probably throwing all, and we'd roll on tables. Next thing you know, she's like, I just found a diamond in the trash can. That's I'm like, okay, never mind on that table. But
That's funny.
I don't know what berry is. I'm kidding, but we don't have that spell.
Wow.
But
Wow.
no, and I mean, it kind of also we're in because the Borderlands is supposed to be scary horror, as far as the monsters go, and it's can be a little mudcore at times, but you know, we have other worlds on the server that other folks know that okay, maybe this one's a bit more to you, but it really depends.
Oh, that's
You
awesome.
could go for what's behind the curtain.
Yeah.
Yeah. Money
Yeah.
Hall.
Curtain
Let's
3.
make a deal.
Let's make a deal. Oh man.
Yeah, I personally, again, ask Cal and Off Grid. They still have lists of party loot to divide from like months ago. I got no problem giving out all kinds of cool shit, left and right. That just means I get to throw great. Like they just ran into their first mind flayers. They're all like in like double digit characters now, and a handful of mind flayers. Okay, maybe two handfuls because there was 8 mind flayers. Almost wrecked them. Just
Oh man, dude, those are awesome. I love those things in a game, and you know,
they
what else?
forgot all about that 90% magic resistance, and they're just doing
Yep, they always forget about it. Dude, I'll tell you that runs an even more core game than I do. His games are basically about they had an adventure that was them searching for lentils. That was Mark Baron here in the chat. He was
That lentil soup.
talking to me about. Yeah, they had an adventure to go make lentil soup, and I was like, okay. I don't know if I go that far.
Wow.
He said my game. He said Matt is a pushover. No one dies. Everyone's level 1000 with all magic items. Yeah, dude. Yeah, if y'all want an easy game, come play at my table. We'll go. I'll show you how easy.
Yeah. I don't believe that for a second, Matt.
I don't
Your
know.
games
They
are
say
never-
they say I have a reputation, but I don't try to kill anybody's character. I just roll all my dice in front of them. So. DM screens or anything like that. I just keep thing out, especially when we're at the open table games. Or a lot of times I'll have them roll the dice for me, and then I'll just see what
where
happens.
do you hide your maps?
Oh, wow.
Why my maps are too hard to read when you're looking at them normally. You think they can read them upside down? Like,
There's a few people I know that probably could.
no, they get. How about this? Most of the time they get my dungeons, so I'll know if they're reading it based on the fact that they're not getting lost anymore. But, and also my dungeons, running them at the table, they can see, like, if I draw out rooms, I don't have like the key that they could read in front of me. So, I like to run the dungeons off the map. I can draw like little symbols on the map, and it'll tell me what's supposed to be in there and that sort of thing. And it just kind of works like that. And then they don't know what my little key is. They don't know what it means when there's a pound symbol on a room. But
Well, it means they're going to get squashed.
huh?
It means they're going to get squashed.
Yeah, man. Well, I don't know. I mean, we've got a bunch of high level characters in the campaign, so some people are surviving. And then we've also got a pretty extensive, like, 100 character graveyard.
Are they the human shields?
Sometimes, well, you know, there are a couple parties that mercenaries and henchmen will not help anymore because of how many have been sent to their doom. And they're like, oh, that party's gotten a reputation for killing henchmen.
A lot of that going around.
Yep. Oh
Wow.
man. Well, I don't know. I mean, I think we'll certainly have to have. If any of y'all are curious of how it, and we'll play on there. And like I said, y'all just got that new Portal to Adventure stuff when PDFs drop, and especially when the boxes get shipped and everything. You can use it right in our campaign. So I actually just did a video earlier today. I was recording while I was printing. That talks about compatibility with different rule systems and whatnot. So not just with Portal to Adventure, but like those of you that are using other game systems, how you could put it in your game and stuff like that. But
Yeah, I had unbeknownst to my party last time they were in Caliban, there were some characters from what was that game? I want to say I think oh god, brain's not working. I had characters from or NPCs that came in and helped them. From I want to say like what was the big steampunk game from back a while ago?
oh,
Brain fart.
I think I know what you're talking about, but I can't remember the name either.
I want to say Eberron, but I don't think that's it.
That could, if you're talking about something that was released by Wizards or like the D&D official side, yeah, Eberron was steampunk. Eberron had like the big city and the trains
Yeah,
and all
yeah,
that.
that's the one. That's the
So
one. Because they met these people that spoke like Russian or something, and they were helping them, and it was a weird thing. But all I statted them all out in uh, things that were completely different to the party. Because that's again, Caliban is like the perfect place to do that, and then get them used to it, and then you can, either take them to another place or. Uh,
we hop universes all the time in our camp, all the time. So we have some dungeons that lead directly to other universes. Sometimes we also do like so like for example, Shadow, if you were to come on and run a group in your own setting, you wanted to show off your own setting or your house rules or whatever, you could say, hey guys, the portal's opened up and on wherever or not at all, you just say,
right.
hey, a portal's opened up. We're going to use these rules if y'all want to come play. As you guys step through the portal, your character change a bit based on my rules. And then,
Yeah.
And I really like those kind of games too, because it gives me a chance to play with other referees and see how they play their game. And we've got one guy on the server, Jazer, he's got a shifty setting that he's running soon. He got his own house rules for OD&D style play, and he's got like a little black hack and in it. And I'm interested. I'll try it out. But I think it winds up being better in the players that get to actually try other games that they normally wouldn't have tried because they're in the middle of a campaign, so they don't want to mess it up and all that stuff. Dude, these comments are going crazy right now. I'm reading them as we're talking, and I'm trying to keep a straight face while saying some things too. Edmonton,
we have some good guys in both our circles, I guess.
No, but yeah, I mean,
no, it's not a first off grid. Well, being faithful is the first. I'll give you that. My friend off grid, he's running a married couple now, so it makes sense. I mean, if you want to, do the domain play, you could trust the GM to run your significant other, and not stab you in the back, right? Right? or
Yeah.
you could just run your
Unless,
own party, family,
unless she's secretly the courtesan class from Arduin, and she's actually a spy trying to get information on your character. You know,
or which I did to one of the players. His significant other was actually a Yakuza ninja from the Oriental Adventures book, and
oh, there you go.
everybody knew it but him, or at least the people who had true sight could see her invisible tattoos all over her backside and whatnot, and never told him, never said a word, and uh, yeah, good times.
Oh man, yeah, we got like uh a couple characters that we've had over. Jacob right now, he's playing Xerxes, the ninth Prince of Erden. There's art of that character in 4, I think, that Jacob drew, but that character is the child of characters from years ago in play. So he's playing generational characters because we've been playing so long with them. But and then we've got like that, where eventually they wind up playing the children or grandchildren characters. It's quite fun. Yes, courtesan equals spy equals assassin. Exactly. Courtesan's
100%.
probably one of the coolest classes in Arduin. Like if we're being talk about like role play potential, it works so well. It's like it makes me think of Malay from like
Firefly.
yeah. Yeah, or
In
actually
our,
I was thinking of
in our,
the Musketeers,
yeah,
but yeah, say that also works from Firefly. So um
I would almost bet money that Joss Whedon had seen that in his RPG game days and went, "Yeah, I like that. I'm gonna do that." Um,
well, it's such a cool class type because on its face value, it's like, oh, I'm the face and the pretty girl character and everything, spy stuff going on around, hiding, getting secret information, and then they get their XP
and
by
this
getting
statement
information.
from RPG Grandma says it all, right?
Yeah, there you
Yeah.
go. Yep. Oh
A
man.
stylish way to backstab. Um, well,
Yeah,
if
right.
you're not using your hands, I think it's more than stylish.
Well, I think so. My fiance plays a lot of classes. She gets much more into the role play that some of the players get more in the board game aspect of it, and others get more
Mm.
into the role play. But Shay definitely gets more into the role play. She loves stuff like that, like the idea of having something into the class where I level up and get XP if I'm stealing secrets and selling them. Ooh, it's like a little bit of a push to act a certain way. Slime courtesan. That's Bears and Borderlands radio. I don't know if you get many customers, Fox. Oh man. Let's see. Verzak. That's a hard. But
I forgot about him. You haven't written that character in a while, off grid.
there's a few others like you look at stuff like the martial artist. I brought this up before on stream around my age. When you read stuff like the Dance of the Death Angel ability that it has, that just reminds me of Naruto, which exactly because it's just you fight, you're all done going like 15 attacks a round or something. Makes you think of like Mike Guy.
Uh-oh.
Oh, guys, welcome to the Matthew Tap stream. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, there you
Oh,
go.
I was here. I was here. Just, and agreed. Wizard Assassins need a lot more love. Bards not so much.
Yes.
They're like drummers in bands. They get all the loving.
Well, my favorite sort of class archetype is sort of the spell thief, because I'm a huge Mauser fan. Like Gray Mauser is one of my favorite characters, and that's dabbled a little bit, but kind of sucks at magic. I love that kind of stuff.
We were talking about this the other day. My favorite character of all time rolled the Arduin secret ability that he was a wizard 2 levels below his own, and he just so happened to be an assassin. And from that point on, oh my god, I had so much fun with that character. Once I was a grandmaster of assassins, I was also, a full-fledged wizard, and it didn't cost me anything. That was such a,
Oh man,
insanely overpowered ability to give a human. Just saying. You know what I mean?
yeah. I mean, I don't know. We've had some. So in Barrows and Borderlands, there's also the Black Necromancy, and any
That was
class can
that
actually
was
attempt.
that was so much fun to read, dude. I absolutely
Do you
love that
like
whole
that?
concept. Oh yeah, because you know, I've been around people who believed in that stuff in the real world, and they were dumbasses, ready to call down ungodly abominations in the real world. In a fantasy world, you would have the butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker, you know, forming a coven to suddenly rule the town, the village, etc. And they'd be the last people you'd expect,
Yeah.
maybe their 13th level normals or something, and just not just that, but the things that you let them do were on par with the old second edition apocalyptic powers of artifacts, where like
Yeah.
10 or whatever square miles would be just freaking devastated from meteor shower or plague or whatever when you use that one button on the artifact.
So
It's just insane.
I will
But
tell
why not?
you a few of those have already either been done in campaign, and one of them is currently in the process of being done, and they've started. I won't say which one, but I will start. They've noticed some issues with the wildlife around a large region of the world. But that was kind of my thought was, okay, so where that came from was I was like a necromancer class for the game, and because I like Clark Ashton Smith and so Theek and the Empire of Necromancers. That stuff is so cool to me. And then I was like, it doesn't work when I try to make it, because why not just play a magic and then make spooky spells? And then I went to it and I was like, you're right. This should be, you've stumbled on something bad and you're trying to do something and it's not going to, but people don't always make the smart choice. I had some players talk to me. They're like, well, like soul for these powers. And I'm like, dude, I know plenty of real people that give up their soul for a lot less, and like it's maybe not the smart thing to do, but it can be done. And there are people that do it. Some of the actual rituals on there are based on, I was reading through Clark Ashton Smith's Zothique setting, and I went through and I just read how they did their rituals in the story. Okay, well then that's going to be how that ritual is done to make that effect happen.
And those books are not easy to come by, so treasure them.
Yeah. Well, I only have this. I unfortunately do not have them
Oh.
physically. Yeah,
Yeah.
they were, like you said, they're hard to come by. If I'm also
They're
still
harder to
looking.
get than my original Robert E. Howard Gnome Press books that go for like a couple $100 a volume. They're harder to
I
find and more expensive.
I know that Goodman Games is doing or is it Goodman? Yeah, Goodman Games doing a Zothique setting guide or whatever, kind of like what they did with Dying Earth and stuff like that for DCC. But they have, if you go to their page or whatever, you can of all of his written works. So I'm thinking about picking that up because that's nice to have just a hardback version of all of Clark Ashton's stories, set in Zotheek.
There's a couple of them
So
out there, but they're in the $400 or $500 range.
this one I think is 50, the new one. So that could be a good option if somebody wants a big omnibus of all of that without, and you're okay with it not being like an old copy of it. There's an option for folks out there. Right now is actually Edgar Rice Burroughs month too. Huh? I'll send it to you, or the link to it. Yeah.
I didn't know it was Edgar Rice. Here I am doing freaking Atlantean Autumn. I didn't know that shit. Well, maybe I'll do. I'll throw some Pellucidar in there.
There you go. Well, okay, so too, but you know how on the server we do the book reading for extra XP? This month is Edgar Rice Burroughs. So we've got a few players that have just Princess of Mars for the first time. And then one of my other players who's read all of the John Carter series and everything, he just started Tarzan for the first time. Because he's like, well, I've already read all those other ones, but I can read this. So I'm very excited about that. We just got done. October was my Clark Ashton Smith month. But I'm still trying to think of who I want to pick for next month.
Well, right off the bat, for this month, you got to offer up a +1 charisma point for reading Cave Girl.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't know if you've read it. It's not like X-rated or anything like that. As a matter of fact, it's one of the few. It should have been a Disney cartoon. It would have been perfect, and it could come out now because the girl is all like, chasing the guy. She's all, into that, and he's like, "Oh no, not till we get married." It's freaking hysterical.
Oh, man. That's fun. Do we? Another thing that, something I've noticed is the more that we do this, and the more that the other players read some of these, they get the a lot better.
That's why I've been doing the Appendix N.
Yeah.
This game was inspired by those books, and more, obviously. But bare minimum, those books inform the player more than anything else, more than any movie. Those books inform the player what to expect, how to act, and the GM a treasure trove of ideas of things to throw at them.
Yeah, dude. Off-Gamer just brought up, how about a Brownstein moves through time as a campaign? Well, welcome to my campaign. We do those all the time. Anytime we have a world event, we call them Barrowsteins, but we run one where you will take on, like, you'll be the emperor, someone else will be the senator. We do those, so come play that with us. But one of the things that, for me, I see those old stories as being more conducive of, it's exactly wanted the dude with the sword to go fight the bad guy. I don't always need my stories to give me some like psychological read through of the mind of humans or whatever. And sometimes you get that still, like Mauser, and you see stuff like I think it was in where was it? When it might have been in the Graves or backstory short story where he's of his wizard master and such, and kind of goes into the dark magic. But one of the hardest lines in that entire, when that wizard is talking about Grey Mauser as Grey Mauser, and he because he was a white mage teaching him white magic, but Grey Mauser was not always great. He delved into black magic a little and such, and he goes, one day Mouse, which was his original name, one day Mouse, you will be neither white nor black but gray, and instead of a mouse you will be a Mauser. So like and I always do, that's one of my favorite lines in any book. I don't know why, it's just so evocative, and you don't find that out until, because that was one of his later writings, was that story, but it sort of wrapped back around. A lot of the omnibuses put it back at the beginning. But when you're reading it it's kind of like with Star Wars when you don't know that it's Anakin the whole time, you know, and then later you find out, and it's
He,
like, oh man,
he was one of the
forgot
greatest characters. He was one of the most original characters in fantasy. I mean, other than his height, he was
yeah,
he should have been the star of many a movie. You know what I mean?
yeah,
His swordsmanship,
yeah.
his agility, his brains, his
His wit,
background in magic, all the things uh, that make a character interesting, and just almost no love. I did find a really good graphic novel by Howard Shakin, and I forget, I think Mike Mignola, of the Gray Mouser and Fafford in comic book form. I'll
yes,
send you a link to that one.
that is
I
a.
do
I've
really
seen some of
dig
the art from it. It's beautiful.
It's kind of weird.
I disagree. I love that. I love the mic look.
Okay, because there were scenes where Gray Mouser's wearing sunglasses, and I'm like, yes, but no. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
It was a
Yeah,
little
no,
too.
I can see that.
I,
I usually really dig the Mike artwork though. It always grabs me. The
it's
Hellboy, I
definitely
love
unique.
Hellboy so much.
It's definitely unique and weird, which definitely lends itself to all things Arduin and Barrows and Borderlands, etc. But it was just there were a couple of scenes that were just a little bit too kind of modern, like the
I can see
sunglasses,
that.
and when they were doing the Isaac of the Jug story, just like
Mm,
yeah, um, yeah, it
that
was
was
it was still fun, still really good.
that was
Um,
one of my D and
and
D
they,
characters. The Isaac of the Jug. I played
oh really?
as yeah, he was a worshiper of Isaac of the Jug, but I just also called him Isaac of the Jug, and it was just it was so fun.
Hmm.
That nobody could understand what my deal was. They were like, "You, what is your god the god of?" I'm like, "Peace, man, the jug. You don't get it. He died for your sins." And it's just
Uh-huh.
I would do the same thing Fawford did, and I would just come up with hyperbolic stories of Isak. But Moragoo, yeah, Moragoo's pretty cool. Um,
Never heard of
Baron's
it.
the one that got me to look into it. That it is awesome. So you can thank Baron for me digging into that. But
Now I'm
swear
trying
time.
to get back. Did you guys ever read Raymond A. Feast, Magician Apprentice, Magician Master,
No,
Silverthorn, Darkness Itself?
no.
They were a
I
lot
have
of fun, but
not.
they're
Never.
more traditional, like D&D kind of fantasy. But there is the Rift War going on, which is a war from another dimension coming into this peaceful D&D world. So it's kind of awesome in the Arduin sort of aspect, which I'm waiting because at one point, uh, one of my kingdoms, one of my empires, is going to invade the Barrowlands from another dimension. So fair warning.
There you go.
You
Hey,
absolutely need like what was it in Star Wars? In later lore, there's that invasion. I only read
yeah,
a little bit about it, but like a rift war. I mean, come on, a whole year long
dude,
event. I have just
that would
the
be that would be an
we'll talk about
awesome
it later.
campaign. They like,
Uh,
dude, I can see right now the armies of the Borderlands going up against your. It'd be pretty cool. I wonder how you're gonna fare against the Musketeers, but we'll see.
well, just go watch Crow.
Oh, okay. There. Okay, that's fair. Yeah, is that your setting? Is very Kroll? Because Kroll
Oh
was
yeah,
also
yeah.
one of my.
With the blade.
Kroll's probably my
The,
favorite movie
the
ever made.
party the party just fended off an invasion of dire elves, which are my version of dark elves, that have no problem hanging out in the sunlight at all. But their main weapon is like a rifle that's basically just a wand of cold or a wand of lightning with a bayonet on it. Pull the
Yeah.
trigger, 66 lightning bolt or or the lances of I think it was 18D lightning bolts. It was sick, massively powerful shit, mass produced. Psh, psh, psh,
That's
hand
pretty
them
cool.
out. Yeah.
Dude, we like Kroll is probably, it's definitely in my top 5 movie all time. But the books, we've probably agree a lot on the favorite books. A few I haven't read yet that you've been talking about recently too on your show, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have to check that out. But movie wise, for me, big inspirations for B&B were Sinbad, both
Good.
Golden Voyage.
Got the box set.
I like, yep, and then the Sword and the Sorcerer was a big one that I really loved.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, so I actually did Solomon Kane movie as much as it wasn't super.
Oh, I loved it. I
concurrent.
just reviewed it last month. It's my favorite Robert E.
Yeah.
Howard adaptation. It was like it was perfect. It could fit in as a origin story and not change a thing at all, or it could come later. It really doesn't matter. And it was very faithful to the original story. Whereas, like
Yeah.
I just watched this one over the weekend, and I'm doing a review tomorrow morning of it, and it was not faithful. It was fun, but it was not faithful at all.
Yeah.
But I'm glad it's in my collection now. But it's not in my top 100 favorite movies, not even close. But
Solomon Kane is the entire reason Black Powder and Sorcery.
And he did a good job. Uh, that was one of the things I really appreciated most. Obviously, with my second favorite book, always at the ready. Just such a fun class to run. The whole idea. Solomon Kane inspired so much in the way of the Witch Hunter, and all of them. All if you say Witch Hunter, there is the king of the Witch Hunters, and that's Solomon Kane. Everybody else, whether it be, the Witcher or whatever, are all pale wannabe imitations of the baddest of the bad. That was Solomon Kane, and he didn't even have to have
Yep.
full, complete stories. They were just fragments, and they were better than anything anybody else could slave away a decade on writing. Just
It's so good. It really is. And the time period, that 1600s, late 60s, that era is so rich for those storytellings because there's a lot of things happening in the world at the time. The world is just going from that sort of Renaissance-y, going from that to what leads into the modern, like it's the early modern era is some of my favorite time period. But obviously with Barrows and Borderlands, we could never pick just one, so we've definitely got to have that multiversal feel. So
Yeah.
and then I needed dinosaurs, and aliens, and post kitchen sink. Oh, you pulling up the cool art? This is one of my favorite art pieces that George about. I'm assuming that's what he was about to pull up. I
Yep.
know exactly what he's.
Oh, is that the Grimm piece?
Yep.
can I
Yeah.
hold on? Give me a second. Let me blow you up.
APA Witch Hunter artwork.
Let me blow
Here,
you up.
hold it, hold-
Back. Hold it up so I can make you. Oh dear God, that is freaking perfect. Are those
It's so cool.
tentacles or thorns and briars,
Yes.
or
Look.
can it be both?
Yeah, I was just gonna say yes.
Okay,
So
I'll take a print of that. I'll put it on the door to keep the women folk out.
it's just a little taste of Arduin, Bloody Arduin, and the future for Arduin. We have a lot that we're building. I know I talked about this on one of the other streams the other night. I think with our at the end there of the Kickstarter, we have a lot that we're investing in artwork and so forth. So the future is bright for where we're going to go. Witch hunters, another favorite class. I remember, Matt, you have a couple people, I think Henry and Jason and a couple people, even Fox, I know, is a fan.
Fox,
so
that is his favorite class. That is his favorite class so far. Obviously Fox did his little series on the creation that we did together, and he just had the unboxing. After seeing everything that's in there, he's like, "Witch Hunter is the coolest." So,
yeah. And there's a lot of cool classes in Arduin.
Yeah,
but the Witch Hunter is one of the favorites, and the design we're doing for ABA, I think is going to be really cool once we present that to everybody. So, I mean, that the future of where we're going with Arduin and all this stuff, I think is going to be excellent. There's a lot of good things, great artwork, great mechanics, great everything, history. There's going to be a lot of cool stuff. And then doing the world from Arduin to Keora to the different continents like Arkella, that should be really good.
Yeah, it'll so cool. I like it. You just said Arkella. That's cool.
Yeah, Arkella's an interesting continent.
Yeah,
jewel
very,
of the world.
very.
Now it's a wasteland. Radioactive wasteland. But we have a lot of cool things happening for the future. But to get a little back with the Kickstarter, you've got a great amount of material to use right now and to start playing and getting vested into all the lore, just like you guys were talking about the games and running B&B games and mixing worlds and having invasions. Just have fun with it. Yeah.
And it's material that'll continue to be. I'll probably reference it every time we do some sort of Boogaloo 2, 3, 4. I'll probably say like, hey, here's how you can work this into your Portal to Adventure games where you've got your mixed system. And I mean, with it being the classic style of gaming, you can use it with so many adventures in the future coming and all that. Like John's Castle Dread, it'll be usable in that. I know John's been working away at that thing. Excited, man.
I'm looking forward to seeing it. I'm also looking forward to hearing from him and seeing how he liked Changeling.
Yeah. No, I want to hear his thoughts on it too.
It's really. I'm sure there might be other people who wrote about the Rune Weaver and the Rune Singer, but that was the first time other than Arduin, of course, I had read a book where they explained it better than Dave did. Because I mean, let's be honest, there's like a page, on the Rune Weaver and the Rune Singer in the books, and it's not a full page. You know what I mean? Roger Zalazny went and wrote a 300-page book on it, so we're going to get more than a page on it. You know what I mean? But the description, and he was a master storyteller and a poet extraordinaire. So, it was perfect. It made me want to run one. I mean, the being able to see the different lines of magic and then pulling the threads together and doing the quick ties and the the different sailors knots to get a spell to go off. Just like, oh yeah, I want that.
It's so cool.
It is.
But yeah, I'm definitely excited to see how that plays with the big group, because with the compatibility being so easy, I mean, you never have to have anybody change a character sheet. Like if you've got they just want to play Arduin character, they don't want to use any of that B&B stuff. Okay, fine. You can show up to the table with that, no problem, with the same group that you're playing with. The guy that just wants to play the B&B character sheet, he doesn't want to get into all the massive classes. I just want to be human fighting man and use the B&B roles. Then you can do that too, and not a single person will. I haven't had any complaints at the table when we play tested stuff. You couldn't even tell which. I mean, obviously, if somebody said I'm a witch hunter, you're like, okay, well, you're obviously running an Arduin class, but
Mhm.
and well together.
Sure.
Yeah. No, again, the compatibility between everything in the bundle is, again, you can't restate it over and over how easy it is, to play everything in the game and have all that cool stuff that mixes really well. And
Yeah.
Shadow, just so you know, one of the things I think we're going to do, um, we have a bunch of things going on, a lot of work to do in the next
Sure.
month or so, and I think probably as an estimate coming up in early December, I think we'll come back on to give everybody a live update where we are with everything at that point.
You guys are
Somewhere,
always welcome. Carte
somewhere
blanche.
in December.
Mhm.
And I think when we do, Dave, I know you mentioned it in the chat, by that point,
That's why
we'll
I
have
left the comment up.
solidified all the backers and everything. I think we'll do a giveaway, a giveaway or two on the show
Um,
live.
yeah, like I was saying in the private chat, we're at. I've been telling people for like 2 years, and when we get to 1,000, we were going to have a giveaway, and we went right past that. We're like cruising up on 1020, and I wanted to get to 1,100 so that that fulfills the part of the qualifications to get monetized here on the channel. Plus, you need 4,000 hours a year, which I thought we were already at, but apparently not. But regardless, maybe we can do like a big, massive Christmas giveaway because I have I've been saving stuff up. I've got over $1,000 worth of brand new merchandise waiting to be given away to viewers. Maybe what I'll do is next Monday I will post the rules for the giveaway because they're really simple. You have to be a subscriber. You have to go in on that video and tell us what your favorite video is of my channel, which means you can prove that you've watched the channel and you didn't just subscribe at the last minute for the giveaway. And I might even add another rule that I need to know who the hell you are. If you just come out of the woodwork, screw you. First time, ooh, no, none of that shit. And then on the giveaway night, what we do is we bring in Jackie to be our Vanna White and roll percentile dice after everybody in the chat has picked a number between 1 and 100, and if whoever gets closest by the die roll wins X prize, and then we'll get their information later on. We've done this before. You guys were there for us every time with the giveaway, so
Yeah.
maybe we'll do that. Matt, if you want to participate, you are obviously more than welcome. If you want to maybe come up with some autograph copies or just some autographs with just index cards with your
I'm
name on them. Remember me when,
I'm
before you
I'm
get
notorious
famous.
for my autographs. I the ones that I've passed, I usually like to have a little fun with it. If you saw Fox's little unboxing video, but no Irish spells and I put that one in there. But then
It's just not right.
oh man, I had a magic item where activation word was Machu because of the accent Matthew and Machu. So it was great.
That's
He
funny.
seemed to love
But no,
it. I was quite happy. But
we'll talk, Shadow.
Absolutely.
Matt, Dave, and I will talk, and we'll have something that will come up. We, like I said, a couple things for some giveaways in that show in December. The William Watt maps, they're very dear to us, especially he was with us so long for 20 plus years and then passed away
Mm-hmm.
in 2024. Like I said,
Yeah, I wish.
those are a treasured thing, and unfortunately, it's awful. But it seems like once an artist passes away, that's when everything goes through the roof for them.
Sure. Yeah,
So,
I want to see him at the very least. See, what they look like, his signature and everything. I got a special interest, with Jackie being,
well, well, Jackie did the flags on his what he called for painting. His magnus opus was the continent map, which I know we joked around at one point. Took them, we believe, 10 to 12 years to finish everything.
And with
It's
Jackie's
a very special thing.
with Jackie's contribution, it just makes me even more proud. He'll never get choked up about it, but when I think about something like that, that not only was it Arduin, but it was this guy who created such an absolutely stunning piece of artwork for my home away from home, and then to
Uh,
have Jackie do the
I
the the final touch.
correct. And I could have sworn, I think, did we send when we sent you guys that, didn't Jackie's, I think, didn't Bill sign that one, Dave? I
He
think
did.
Jackie got a special one.
I'll have to look
Oh my
because I
God.
would hate
It
to
was
accidentally give
signed
it.
to Jackie from Bill. Just
Oh,
so
we
Very
might have
few
opened the
that are
other
out
one and not seen that. I'll have to look
yeah,
because
One of very
that's
few that
hey,
are out
yeah,
there.
I would make sure look at that too. Make sure to keep that safe.
yeah. Because what do you call it? That'll go over the fireplace by the end of the
Yeah,
year. You can guarantee that.
yeah.
If I have to
No,
get a
that would be
custom frame,
beautiful to put there.
uh,
But
he's doing his own thing.
yeah,
But whenever I talk about it, I can I can tell he doesn't want to be egotistical or whatever, but he's proud of his work and you
oh,
know
you did a
getting
great
his foot in
job.
the door.
We're
Uh,
not shy about telling people about it, Chattel, because it was fabulous and it's
the, the
high
the
quality
the
work.
the stars were right. Everything aligned up perfectly. I mean, you guys could have been looking for years.
Yeah,
For someone to do that, and you didn't have to. He was right there. Right there doing it in his room with his dry erase board and his markers and stuff and on the computer and all that. And I watched him do it. I watched him make them, and I'm like, it was like he just intuitively knew everything, how to do it all. Just not just putting the pieces together, but and the rules. But it was just like he knew the world. He'd done the research and
correct.
came up
Oh
with
yeah,
all
he put it in. He put the time in.
He put the time in,
and
100%.
all the little. Hey, what's up, Janet? Yeah, I'm so proud. You have no idea. And hopefully he'll do some work for Matt and make some flags for Matt. You
Yeah,
know,
no,
that would,
that'll be tremendous. But
that
no,
would be
I
I'm
think
stoked,
that'll
man.
be good in December to have a follow up show, and we can do a
Oh,
live.
absolutely. Let's do that. And Janet, you better be here because we're giving stuff away. Um, just saying. But yeah, let's uh, talk behind the scenes about that. What we can do, and um,
And
I can't think of a better way to help. You know, drive home your Kickstarter, celebrate the holidays, and show all of our gratitude for a whole bunch of different reasons. The two of you, and now Matt, have been with us since the oldest of oldest days. Doing exactly that, and we've all had a pretty damn good year, I think, and
yeah,
let's pay it forward.
yeah, no, absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, I
And
can't even real quick. I can't even bring up exactly what it is, but Dave, they definitely showed me that they are genuine guys. Stuff moving on future, and I'll be very
No,
happy to work with them forward because
like
they're
I was
just great.
saying about
Same back
uh,
at you. Yeah.
on that Mount Rushmore, right next to Gary and Dave and Hargrave is going to be George and Dave. There's going to be three Daves. So I'm just going to call it the Dave Mountains. Um, which we should put somewhere on a map, the Dave Mountains or the Mountains of Dave.
yeah, and one thing I want to do say also about specifically about the Kickstarter and everything. Um, I do promise I was trying to the other night, and it's just been a blur. Even after the Kickstarter, it's just like it's just we had to take a breath, a sigh, and a breath because it's been pretty intense. I want to, and I probably will fully get a chance by tomorrow to do an update to the Kickstarter. I want everybody to know that. I'm going to do an update and post.
Okay.
And I want to let everybody know that what we're doing is for the next 2 weeks up to the 17th of November, 2 weeks from today, we already have on mcho.com. And when I do the updates on the Kickstarter and the posts, I'll have the links. We do have bundles, basically late pledges available to get the trilogy box set, the standard bundle, and the premium case bundle. And even some of those premium display cases
Boxes.
are available. But they're all limited quantities at this point. So once they're gone, they're gone. Again, we're just taking what extras we have left over. And once those are gone, then that's it, so to speak, to everything.
Dave, can you throw the link to Emperor's Choice in the private chat so I can then put it in the regular chat?
Yeah.
Let me see.
So I want everybody to
Matt,
know
same
that
thing.
the announcements will come officially tomorrow. I'll be able to post tomorrow evening. That'll all be there. So I want everybody to know that. And again, we'll keep everybody posted to what's happening. Like I said, for about the next month and a half, we're going to focus on production, of putting everything together, getting everything ready to ship. Kickstarter is going to take a couple weeks till we solidify all the back end, the addresses. We'll send out surveys in a couple weeks. I'll put that in our update tomorrow and on the posting. It takes a couple weeks. We're still finalizing, clearing up any credit card issues that any of the backers have, and so forth and so on. Again, if anybody has questions, just contact us, admin@mcho.com, ADMIN at EMPCHO.com. Just get a hold of us. I know there were a couple questions out there. We will get to you as soon as we can.
Yeah, it might take a while, but I can promise you, they will. That's how I met them, was through that very all those years ago.
No. We're very much more active, Shadow. You were trying
Dude,
to contact us when we were in hibernation during those.
I know, it was so great. And you still
was
sent
just
me
great,
everything.
yeah.
I mean,
No,
do you remember? You sent me like freaking everything.
Yeah.
It was. I mean, like it was like like half a dozen birthdays and Christmases all rolled up into one, in the middle of like July or something. Completely out of the blue. It just blew me a freaking way, dude. That you know
Hey,
because that was like what, that was like 10 years ago.
Yeah. It was
You know, and here we are.
Things happen for a reason, Shadow, like you said, and now we've connected with a lot of the right people now, and we've got a lot of new people on board, which is great. Again, we've talked about it that, it's the exposure, it's getting more into the gaming community, letting people know who we are, what we can do. And now, we have this relationship that we have had with Griff, and now we have a new relationship with Matt and all the great people like yourself, Shadow, a bunch of YouTubers and a bunch of fans and just good people. Our internal team is fabulous. The playtest groups that we have that are involved right now,
Yeah.
it's the right synergy. I mean, again, we've said
Great.
it over and over. All the people who backed, who were there this time, who were there last time. And we know, because we've already got comments, that people are excited for next year, what we're going to do with the Kickstarter for that year with the final, bits of the original Arduin
That one's exciting.
material. Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, which one? The 1 through 9?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're okay. Okay.
Well, like I said, we keep talking about it. We're going to have more discussions.
Okay.
We're going to be having some discussions with Matt. We have some things in the works, coming up with there. I don't want to give away everything. We still have to work out. Well, I don't want to give everything, because for us, some of this stuff is being put on the side right now as we
Every
focus.
book comes with a gold bar straight from George's collection for
Yeah,
free.
here we go, Matt. Thank you. Thanks for saying that right live, right on the stream for everybody. You know, hey, remember you said, yeah.
I hope
But-
somebody clips this in a
Yeah.
year from now. They're like, "Where's my reward?"
Yeah, where's my reward? Exactly. But we have a lot of things in the works on the blackboard that we need to solidify to make sure of what we're going to do. But obviously, our priority is to get the Kickstarter produced and ready to ship as soon as possible. And like I said, we've got quite a bit coming up in the next 2 weeks to get the PDFs, like we talked about, solidified. There's a lot of production going on. You can see with Matt in the background, he's got the printers, everything cranking away pretty much, it seems like 24 hours a day, which is important. And Dave and I, like I said, Dave talked about it. I know, Matt, you know, with all your stuff, and Dave got a lot of stuff ready, and we're going to be doing some casting. Dave and I talked today about some production things we need to do with the miniatures and casting, and then even some of the books and things we have ordered that are coming in. So just lots of little things happening, which are good for everybody. Lots of good things, right, Matt?
Exactly, dude. Y'all don't even know. Y'all don't even know. Cool stuff. Yeah, you should pull up that Baron comment. This is what's going to come in the next Kickstarter, guys. Just letting y'all know. I'm kidding. If y'all look, Baron just said every book has an autograph. Give a picture of Griff Morgan. Griff sign all of them.
We'll have to get a hold of Griff and get that.
I don't want to sign that.
Yeah.
You know, I don't even know what the guy looks like. I looked for him on YouTube. I could not find anything.
Really?
Yeah, I couldn't find anything on him at all.
Informal Game is his channel, and I will say is a pretty good channel. I have the group. He does a lot of how to do brand new referee stuff on there, which is nice. Now, what Chris looks like, that's a different story. Nobody knows what Chris looks like unless they go to the conventions. That's why Griff calls him the man behind the camera, because he does not like to be in front of the camera. But I got him. Well, he played in Dracula in Space at the convention though, and he told me that was the first convention game that he'd played, because normally he doesn't play at the conventions because he's too busy running them. So, but that was kind of fun when he had to leave. He's Gary the fighter.
Yeah, but like I said, we have a lot going on. It's cool. Again, a lot of work, but it's fun. It's fun knowing that we're going to take care of everybody that we can. And again, if you're looking for a late pledge, we got contacted. The reason we did this too, I know we talked about the payment, you know, the pay over time option for Kickstarter, the late pledges on Kickstarter. And unfortunately, because of the rush to get the Kickstarter going, we didn't activate any of those features. Plus, with having two other companies involved with Matt and Griff and so forth, it's difficult for us to do that. But we felt with the amount of requests we got after the Kickstarter, people asking, oh my God, can't believe we missed this. Can you guys have late pledges? We were like, okay, let's do something. So that's why if you go to the mcho.com, you'll see that they're there. Again, limited quantities. We're not going to have very many left available, but you can still.
Oh, even less after I get through.
Yeah. But we'll have some there.
I'm going to stack them right next to my gold bars.
Yeah, there you go.
Gold bullion and my little pouch of diamonds and in the McScrooge vault. Yeah,
that's awesome. No, but it's pretty exciting, and like I said, we very rarely had a real sample. Like I said, the one I just showed earlier that I got that just literally came in today is like, wow, this is really cool. So it's a neat thing.
I haven't seen it.
I know. I'll probably get it to you tomorrow so you can check it out. So we got to share our own product around here. It's amazing. because they're not.
Well-
I mean, Daddy was the one.
Where I come from, that means a totally different thing. Just saying.
I know. God.
That's what she said.
But even like Daddy Rolled the One said on his video, he had the only bundle in the U.S. right now, complete bundle, which is pretty true. Other than the one I have behind me, so they're extremely rare at this point until we get them all.
Yeah, but I saw his copy of the Arduin Adventure. I'm not impressed. Mine will be better.
Yeah.
Huh. He gets the updated one later when that's finished. But I will say
that's just a prototype version of that, not even close to the real thing.
I wouldn't even call it a prototype.
Yeah, it doesn't even rate for a prototype.
We also to mention the like one of the funny bits that about the printing process is, when I'm going through there, I'm doing an entire run of a at a time to get to that number or getting it, to make sure that it saves time on printing, because you don't turn the printer to any other project. One file you print over and over again. So what that means, getting those test copies out when we were like, oh, we got it, let's do one for an one of here. I'm like, scramble time. Like, hey, time to reset the printer 6 times in a row or 11 times in a row. But it worked out good, and I know Fox was just kind of blown away by the production video and his unboxing video. He keeps telling me, he's like, dude, it was just, this is awesome.
Yeah.
And I think so too. I felt really happy it all come together, and I brought that preview set to the convention, and I was like, yeah, this is the kind of quality I was this is the reason why we had 3-day discussions on paper clips and staples. So because it feels good and it'll last.
And they, it looks awesome. It really does look awesome in the feel and how the paper, the texture, and just the look of everything is just, it's absolutely beautiful, especially, on the video or just opening it here when you see the inside cover with the color artwork and then the 2 box sets, and then you get the Tonnesberg and everything else in the box. It's just, the presentation is top notch with the material that's top notch, and the card stock. And I know I'm sitting here talking, and it's like it's our own product, but this is the first time for myself, and I'm gonna drop it off to Dave tomorrow so he can really see it. And it's even the character sheets are freaking awesome. The card stock, how they
are really cool,
crisp. They're really nice.
Take care, Roger. You're always welcome to hang out.
Well, have a good one.
That's easy, Roger.
That's one of I'll see you at CNY.
There we go, Roger. There's you right over here.
You got to find out where to point.
Yeah, because I'm mirrored, so it's like, okay, which way am I pointing?
Well, I don't feel too bad talking about the product and cool guys is like, of course we'll say it's cool, but no, we don't really make anything unless we think it is cool. That's what I've seen with their miniatures and with the other Arduin products. That's what I try to do.
Well, I was wondering about that, guys.
That was the first question he asked us.
You guys are doing this by hand. I mean, this is handcrafted.
Yep.
You guys are responsible. You can't blame it on a factory. Like I bought a game from a buddy of mine, and it came from Amazon, and the cover is crap. It's miscut. It's almost cut off. My point being, how are you going to prevent that kind of crap when you get to the next level?
I check every book before it goes out the door.
Yeah.
So
we.
I mean.
Yeah. No. Go ahead.
Sorry.
No. Go ahead, Matt. Because what you're going to say is pretty much, our philosophy.
I mean, it's not like we're continue printing these forever and ever and ever. This is like a one-time special thing with these proto adventures. So every time I pack the box, myself and John, which by the way, John material, and he has a full-time job, and he still comes over and helps me do B&B stuff. So I got to give him a shout out on this. But every single time the books are put into a box, we check every single one, we flip through every page, and if it's not up to snuff, well, I just eat the cost and make a new. So And I've been doing that with Barrows and Borderlands. I've been doing that with this. It's just it cannot leave unless it's
Correct.
good.
And
So
and Matt's right. And for us, and I just want to hold this. What with these Shadow, when we get them in, every one is going to be packed by hand by us when we do this. And we're going to make sure if there's something wrong with the box, like, this production one has a couple things. It's been opened, 20 times, 30 times. It's gone
actually
through the ringer.
that one had to go through. I had to check my bag on the way back. They made me check my bag because they ran out of space, and they were like, I was like, please don't take that one. And they're like, sorry, dude. They tossed it on the plane. I'm like, okay, there. And then even then, though, I mean, we played with it multiple days in a row. I put it in my store. It's been through the ringer.
It's been around. It's been all the way to what? Minnesota, South Carolina, up here to Buffalo. Now it's traveled. So what I'm saying, Shadow, when you look at the quality, when we get something produced, which, this is obviously produced, but we designed it, but we put it together by hand, and Matt's doing the books. We make sure it's quality. Like, we're not going to go to somebody that's not going to produce something. We're going to look at it. We're going to vet it. We're going to get samples and make sure that the quality is there. And you know what? I think we've proved over the years and have a reputation for quality. And again, when we look at this and we see what Matt's doing and how his things are, and my God, look, having these things up front, looking at the grain, looking at the quality of it, how nice of a presentation the pages are, the feel of the pages. And I know I'm sitting here getting giddy. Here, let me talk about staples again. Look at those staples. It's not going to fall apart. The thickness.
Speaking of staples, can you guys get me some original staples for the original 1 through 9 volumes? Because mine are a little rusty.
I think they're all rusty.
Heck,
I mean, otherwise my volumes are like immaculate. Volume 2 and 3 look like they're brand freaking.
Here's an Arduin Volume 1 original, and the thing, it's falling apart on me. It's completely beat up. It just, it's worn over time after use. But what I'm saying is the quality is so good, Shadow, and everything. And again, I think people are going to be shocked, because I was shocked when Matt told us the weight. I mean, this thing's 10 pounds. So it is one hefty thing that you're getting here. 10 pounds of goodness, of gaming goodness, old school role play goodness. So, no, our quality checks. We check everything. We believe in everything. So we're not going to compromise, because again, like Matt talked about when we talked about doing all this, we're not going to do something unless it's cool and it's quality. So we're not going to let it out the door unless something, generally, if there's an issue, it's something gets lost in the mail or something happens that is beyond our control when it's shipped. But again, when things are shipped, we pack them. We really pack everything that we ship, especially now with these. That's one of the purposes that we had to have Matt send us a full sample, was because we're going to go through and check out how to ship it. What's the proper size box? How can we fit this in? Can we get it into a box with the proper packaging material around it to keep it from being damaged when it gets shipped wherever it's going? So that's how far we're going, is to not even the product and the production and the layout of the product, but beyond that, how do we ship it and keep it as a good looking product when it gets to who it needs to get to? So
exactly. Exactly.
Yep. And I know Matt believes in that, because we wouldn't have Matt doing this and being involved with us if we didn't think he had a quality product. It wouldn't work. And I think it's the same way with Matt with us. He understands what we believe and how we are, our philosophy is. And again, if it's not cool for us to use or look good to us, we're not going to present it to people just to make a buck. This is not, you hear the term money grab. God, this is the farthest thing from a money grab there is.
No, you guys have been working on it too long. If you were going to make a money grab, you could have found a million easier, quicker, faster ways to make way more money.
Yeah.
Like the old saying.
Yeah.
If you want to make a lot of money, if you want to make a little money, in the role playing game industry, start with a lot of money.
Yeah, exactly. That's the whole thing. So, and even with this Kickstarter, it's a labor of love. We loved how successful it was, but we're letting you know a lot of that money is just reinvested. It's to pay for everything that we're doing. It's to pay to get us level again so we can get to the next project. It's not, oh, we've made our buck and thank you very much, we walk away. It's never about that. It's about, okay, we've got enough, we're settled, we can now look at the next project and see how we can fund it, what we can do based on all the money that we were able to pay off all the prior project with. So it just kind of keeps rolling back and rolling forward. And again, we're going to continue to do that for the future. And like I said, our focus right now, though, we like to hyper focus on things. Let's get the Kickstarter. We'll get the PDFs going, get how we're delivering that done in the next couple weeks. Matt's going to keep producing. We're going to keep producing. We have a couple things to finish off that we have to. All the stretch goals at this point are complete. We're just waiting for the Arduin Adventures to get in our hands. The hex maps are done. The miniatures are being produced as we speak. Like I said, everything is moving forward. There's a line of production. Nothing is stagnant at this point.
Yeah.
Everything is being moved forward. So I promise you that.
And like I said, we're printing the books in stages. So, obviously the line of Dracula's in Space and Rancid Maws will get printed. The Arduin Grimoires of the first, that sort of thing. But that's just printing. They just go in stages. So, but that's why basically going to be a cave troll for the next month. I'd get things done.
Yeah.
Shay and I, our night, we were gonna do it Sunday, but then talking to her, and we're like, okay, Tuesday would be good. So we're gonna go out, get some dinner. I will take a real day off, and Wednesday, printing some more. I'll probably print some more in the morning tomorrow anyway before we head out. But I mean, we're on.
I thought date night was printing books.
Tell that to Shay. See how that goes over. I said the same thing, and she said, "Wow, I thought the bed was the couch."
Oh, she got you back real good with that one.
Yeah, I'm surprised right now something hasn't come across from the room and hit you, Matt. That'd be kind of funny.
She's taking. I'm safe.
Oh, you're safe right now, so she can't throw something at you.
Yeah, right.
Are.
Wait a minute.
I think I am. Her ears are burning right now.
A nap before bedtime, or does she work nights?
Narcolepsy.
Bummer.
So she sleeps a lot.
See you on Dateline, are we?
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny. Once I hit 50, I caught that too.
Yeah, right. Well, so that's something we've been dealing with, and that's definitely we call it the fun part of the relationship. But no, she's got narcolepsy and cataplexy, so I can't sneak around a corner and boop because stop breathing. So
oh dear God,
gotta stay calm. Yeah, everything.
Well, you
calm.
are a saint then. You are a saint. Because
you say that again when she comes back. No, I'm just kidding.
we scare each other, boo, whatever, all the freaking time. It's like a not just a tradition, but it's a way of life here.
Well, more than scaring, the laughter. The laughter is definitely the worst one. I know all the time passing out from me making jokes. No, she'd be rolling her eyes off.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I don't have that problem. We don't even speak the same language, so there's that.
Like,
Yeah.
oh man.
And
Well,
I just want to say on the chat,
but yeah, no, I mean,
that's
yeah.
No, I was just going to say, Off Grid Gamer, thank you. Absolutely, Lauren, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
It's all about passion. It's all about, sinking everything in. And that's why when you look at everybody involved in this, it's about creating something really cool and fun that for people to enjoy. And that's what we want. We want people to get this bundle, to get everything from the Kickstarter and, have it be like a great Christmas gift. Like, oh, cool. Look at everything I
I'm
got.
telling you, I got a box in the mail today, but I was doing the other thing that I told you about, and I literally I couldn't even pick it up, but I managed to, and I just threw it in the garage. I'm like, if it was Arduin, I would have died opening the box on the driveway after my day. It'd be like I'm not going out of this world without at least seeing and touching that linen paper,
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Well, the next package is the red suit that we got you because y'all didn't know Shadows handle the B&B boxes and the Arduin boxes for the Kickstarter.
I got my sleigh ready. I got my 8 tiny reindeer.
There you go.
You're all waiting. They're revved up, ready to go.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
Oh man,
Send Shadow to
That
deliver.
is my Christmas wish is that everybody gets, because George will vouch for me. I have been telling him for years how having a Kickstarter deliver in December is, us old guys, we get like ties and stupid T-shirts and stuff we would never buy for ourselves, under the tree each year, and to get a Kickstarter fulfilled of something we actually want and we've been waiting for under the tree that we can write a little tag to so and so, to me, from Santa, also me, Merry Christmas to me. It's a dream come true. I mean, you can't beat that feeling of going back to our teenage childhood, whatever, when we got those actual D&D books or modules or boxes of miniature from our cool parents or uncles or whatever. Nothing comes close to that anymore, except something like this. And this would be an absolute dream come true for all my friends out there who back this. To hear them, or read from them on Discord. Oh my God, Shadow, you were right. This is the coolest shit ever. I want to hear like all my friends who are backing it, etc. I want to see that. That would be more to me than anything you guys can imagine.
Yeah. No, it's a great feeling knowing people are happy and are enjoying it. That's what makes us happy, is to know that people are happy with what we're producing for them. Yeah, it's a great feeling.
And if anybody's around the Charleston, South Kakalaki, Carolina area, November 15th is our next in-person game, the game store too. So y'all should definitely come give a visit to the Green Dragon. You can play some Sparrows and Boards. I'm gonna have some Arduin books with me, so when I'll grab them to make you roll for a critical hit or something and get a taste of the stuff in the Kickstarter.
And they should also, Matt, if you want to get a taste of things and start playing into it, get on the Discord. Get on the B&B Discord. Yeah.
Discord.gg/Barrows and Borderlands. We there's you fill out and you apply to join in, and that's just like spammers and whatnot. But come hop right in. You can literally make a character tonight and hop in your first game. We've got day after that. All the referees are always running games in there. I'll be waiting. And if you want to run games, come join and run some games.
Yeah.
So we always need more good refs.
I would put that in the chat if you get a chance.
I can do that. Maybe I'll send it to.
Yeah, send it over to Shadow. Like I said, I think it's just awesome because you have a community that's going to support you. So that's a big thing too that we want to emphasize with this bundle, with everything you're getting. there's a whole Discord community that if you need any support or want to know how to play or want to jump into a game for the Arduin's Portal to Adventure, that the Discord is the place to be. There's always people running games, like Matt said. Not only Matt, but there's numerous game masters to run all types of games. Or if you want to run something, you're going to find a community that has a bunch of players willing to try something or your version, your world. So
Yeah,
join.
you don't have to like our world. Yeah, we've got some of the referees that start. They really do love the Borderlands. They love them, the world I've created, all this other stuff. They'll run some games in the actual setting, but you totally don't have to. I've got guys that immediately hopped in and said, "Hey, that's cool. Can I run my own setting?" Sure. You know, we have people poured from our world to their world and all over the place, and you don't even have to use the same kind of game system. We had a conversation the other day where I hopped in a game and one referee was running something. He was running Barrows of Borderlands, but one of the players saw, how is this rule supposed to work? And I immediately said, I have no clue. You're in so-and-so's game. I don't even know. Ask me, because when you're the referee, you get to make it up. I'm not going to take over and say, just because I wrote the dang thing, follow that on a daily basis. But
no, very cool. Very cool, Matt. So it's like I said, I think it's a great community that Matt's developing there, and it's a mix of all types of players and systems, which is great. So it's the perfect portal to adventure there. I think that's tremendous.
Really.
Yeah. So, like I said, we're going to do a follow-up here in December at some point. And again, late pledges for the next 2 weeks. And again, all the official announcements will hit everything tomorrow. Facebook, X, all over the place. We're going to have it tomorrow. We're going to make all the announcements, but it is already active and live on mcho.com. So you're more than welcome if you're looking. If you've missed it, it's still available. And it's just a bundle of gaming goodness, I want to call it. So, but no, some really good stuff. And we appreciate it, Shadow. We appreciate this. This was really good.
Always my pleasure, guys. I owe you guys so much. And, for things you guys can't even, maybe understand, but the dream come true, man. Every time I get to work with you guys and do things like this. Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Come on out here. We'll get you on that casting machine.
Yeah.
There you go.
You know what?
Oh man.
Yeah, not a problem. If I could be out there right now, I would. I would be doing that right after I sleep for a bit after my manual labor today. God, I'll tell you guys
I do
later.
too, and eating is manual labor for me. So
Yeah, but see, here's the thing: when you're doing it, you're not under like a time limit of like I got to get this done in like 2 hours or I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
yeah.
If you saw those pictures, that got dumped on me, and there was nothing I could do. It was like I couldn't say, "Oh no." It was just like, just
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow. But no, this is all cool stuff. Like I said, a lot going on. I mean, we've got a lot of miniature things happening too, but again, we're kind of just putting that parallel kind of in the back burner a little bit as we get everything here. It's just such a focus on this right now. So we will get it done, but we promise everybody we're going to get everything done in a good, timely manner. But obviously, quality comes first, and that's the most important thing, that we get it right instead of,
Well, your track record is, pretty stellar so far. I mean, I'm still waiting on a Kickstarter. I want to say from 2020.
Wow. 5 years. That's nuts.
Yeah.
That's just,
I've waited. One of my favorite Kickstarters of all time, the Siege of the Citadel, the Mutant Chronicles, Warzone Kickstarter from way back. I waited 5 years for that, and when it got here, no, I had no complaints. And I know with you guys, it's going to get here in a micro fraction of that time, and it's going to be even better because that Kickstarter sat up on that shelf for 3 years now, hasn't been touched. With my Arduin and Barrows and Borderlands books, they're going to get used right away. I'm already working on a module idea for Matt. I'm working on a module for you guys. Um, yeah,
it's all good
I
stuff.
got voluntold I'm going to be running 2 games of Barrows and Borderlands, if not 3. I don't know how I'm going to do that, but that's what I'm being told.
There
Gotta
you
make
go.
it happen.
Yeah.
Oh, it's okay though because
it's going to be a lot of fun.
I mean, I'm in a lot of games. They're but they're not this. You know what I mean?
Correct.
The one exception, of course, is the Savage Swords game. Not just because I'm writing for it, but it's a totally different kind of thing, and I freaking love it. But some of the other games, it's like, yeah, I'd rather be playing Arduin. But,
Yeah,
you know,
well, we'll probably be playing some. We'll probably
Any
be playing
Portland
some Savage
Storm, I
Swords on the
guess?
Discord too at some point because we used to. So
I'll hook
that's
you up
another.
with Miguel and Sylvia from the Red Room. They are
Oh, that'd
phenomenal.
be cool.
We all could take a good hard look at ourselves because they are some of the best writers in the business.
I like some of the stuff that comes out of Red Room, and I know. I'm trying to think of all the games I've. Well, I know Ultra American Teacher RPG. He also likes a lot of the Red Room stuff.
He's got good taste.
He does have good taste. He's been him and he was on the video we made earlier talking about compatibility stuff. He's doing a bunch of games and doing compatibility guides between Barrows and Borderlands content in those style games, and he's going deeper than I wouldn't even think.
Red Room would be totally
work well.
compatible with Arduin and Barrows and Borderlands. Totally easy conversions, like no work at all.
See, that's my coolest. Like, I think that's my favorite part. I guess I should say is whenever I can make a modular game, morph it a little bit, different settings that you can go and play. Because not every time I play a game, I want it to be the same flavor of fantasy. So,
right.
Yeah.
sorry, I'm auto printing.
Yeah. No, we can see that, Matt. That's good.
Thanks, guys.
So
What is he doing?
He's printing books.
he's printing books. He's got stuff in production.
Yeah.
We've been
Wow. That's freaking amazing.
So, I was just getting some more of the. I've got these, so I'm working on Men and Mutants right now. So that'll be pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, you see that, folks? There is no other game producers out there on the planet that would do a freaking live after party show and be working on the Kickstarter while we're watching.
Correct.
Nobody. They would just say, we'll shut it all down. We're going to take a break. We're going to, smell our own farts for a while. And,
Well, we're not saying that.
well, I mean, he is working in a paper factory. So,
Yeah.
just saying.
Yeah.
I've got some coolness right here in front of me. So
There you go. That's cool stuff.
yeah,
This
so it
shelf
goes
right
right
here.
from here. It goes all these up.
This shelf right here, that's where it's going.
That'll be perfect.
Nice.
And that's where it will stay. I mean, I've got some personal items here. but I can move them over here or over there.
It might be too big.
Well, I can move the shelves.
Oh, you can.
They're adjustable. Yeah, it's
Okay.
cheap. Walmart, Amazon, whatever. I forget where I got them. The
I'm
clear
gonna-
plastic box costs and is worth more than the entire middle row of just the shelves. That's how cheap
Oh.
these things are.
Man,
Well, maybe you know what I mean. About the same.
close.
Yeah.
I've got a little something here we could use for your giveaway too that I've had sitting around. Could be pretty
Well, it
cool.
looks like a bag of popcorn. I
Well,
got
I picked this
popcorn.
up a while ago. I'm not the biggest fan of forgotten films, but I saw this
Me neither.
this is sitting at a local thrift store, and I was like, oh, that's cool. I'll pick that up. It's one of the old, the little embossed art prints
Oh,
that they
okay.
gave out a long ago, and it's Orphan from Forgotten Realms. So this was in I forgot when they did these things, but yeah, I had to pick this one up.
That's cool.
Like I said, I'm not much of a Forgotten Realms guy. I just keep
Me
it nice
neither.
and wrapped up and safe.
Yeah, let me say, speaking of Forgotten Realms, I'll probably, I don't know, I'd say I'm going to give away my Hollow Earth, but I've got this, it's never even been opened. Mazteca?
Oh,
Oh wow!
Oh, I love that setting.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if you can
Hey.
qualify and be one of the winners on the giveaway. I don't know how that works.
I could give you a trade. I'll trade
Yeah.
you up.
Dave, you like trading?
I am big on the trade.
I am too.
I probably got you beat on trades for unusual ones.
I know you. I know you do.
Oh, you do?
Hey, we've got
I know for-
so
I can already
This
think of
one-
like 6 items.
this
But
one's a
I-
little bit of a secret. So, just brought it up earlier
Here.
with the Radioactive Boogaloo 2 PDF. Met this really awesome artist while I was up at, and I just did some commissions with him, which I'm excited up soon. But because you guys know, I love using Castle Grief for art. John's brother is incredible. I need to see some of the stuff that's going to be in Castle Dread. He's already done like 100 pieces of artwork.
Wow.
Dude, I saw these sitting there at Arnicon, and the artist was, they're like little Magic the Gathering proxies of the Nazgul.
Nice.
Huh.
These things were so cool. So I just spoke with him today, and he's working on a few pieces for me because this style is awesome. But I'm going to turn into George and Dave. I'm not careful. I'm just going to wind up buying art all the time.
Oh,
Yeah,
boy.
it's
Yeah,
a weird problem.
it is. We buy way too much artwork, but it's
did
cool. We'll just
He
buy
did.
more.
These stickers too.
That's the only reason my dog's here, Cal, is because the popcorn's here.
And you know what? I've got to get some
Thanks, Off Grid.
cans on that y'all sent me, because now I want you to know how many of these I have now, George and Dave.
Uh-oh.
Or you're supposed to bring those to the store.
Yeah, I have to
I
admit,
haven't
I've
been to
got a
the
few
store.
too.
I've been printing
I don't
books.
think I have that many.
haven't
but I have
been
a
to the
few.
store. I'll bring some
I have a
with
case of them right
me.
in front of me, I think. There's like 5,000 of them.
Just so you know, we got a request.
You got those
get-
out of California.
We had one of the backers who was in the prior Kickstarter who got some stickers and like, I'd really like to get more stickers. So one of the things is we're going to give some stickers in every reward, physical
New
reward.
stickers or the funky frame?
The funky frame, but we do have on the blackboard maybe some more different stickers that we made.
Let me know. Maybe I'll get Jackie to whip up something.
Yeah.
There you go. We even more because I just found another. I gotta bring these
There
by
you
the
go.
store, guys. They're sitting right
Yes.
here, and I see them. I don't know why I think these are gonna make my beer taste different, but but you know the Castle Grief guy, he does that. He gives stickers with every time I do a commission with him. he sends me stickers in the physical version. So I've got like the little Cal Aerith stickers, and then he sent me these last time. I was like, oh, those are cool.
Oh, that is
Yeah.
cool.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm still put them on something. But
That is cool.
What problems?
critiques.
Yeah,
Ooh,
I
which
don't know
game,
what you're
Mike?
talking about, but I also don't recognize your handle. But welcome to the show. What problems?
Yeah, welcome.
Yeah.
Oh, welcome.
It was Dave's
Of
fault.
course,
Whatever it was.
we're literally asking right now. Fast as
Yeah.
a watch. You got to state the problems before we can say that's not allowed.
Like it's all Dave's fault. I'm just kidding.
Thank you.
Dude, I've never opened the box set, so
What was
I
it?
don't know.
Critique on the box set?
Yeah, the
Oh.
Mastica.
Yeah, I've never
Oh.
seen it.
I've never-
I like the genre kind of.
But you
Yeah.
know, to be honest, I don't have any problems with anything that I've heard about it. Your critiques,
It's new.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never
Yeah.
heard.
I
I
don't
always
know
thought it was
anything
cool.
about this. I'm just interested in it. I like the concepts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have no
Right.
problem with colonialism or colonists or any of that stuff. You sound kind of woke, dude.
What was
Just
that
saying.
film?
Apocalypto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gibson?
Yeah. Dude,
That scared the
that scene
crap
was.
out
Or
of
that
me.
movie was
I'm a
scary.
huge fan
Like-
of Manifest Destiny. So
That little scene at the end where they all go off of the cliff and they see the boats
I
coming in. is
never
like,
got to see it.
oh, man.
We've
I
got
thought
Oh,
that
you
was
gotta
a
watch
good
it.
ending when the boat showed up.
Yeah, it was pretty
The
cool.
whole movie was just terrifying. I think they could have done a little better without him running around screaming in the jungle his name and stuff.
Well,
But
yeah,
man,
you definitely got to put stickers. Well,
It was crazy.
okay. RPG Grandma. I was just sitting over here thinking what I'm going to put the stickers on. New. So I have a fresh notebook because I keep filling up my grid paper, but this time I went with a different style because I make a lot of dungeons. So, I was a. So what? Let me look at the brand that it was. It was a good one though. It was. I normally don't pay this much for a notebook because I fill them up so fast, but this is my one Christmas gift to myself. So in my early one called again. I can't pronounce that. 1917 but it's A4 plus, so it's like you can see it compared to my head. Actually, if I grab
Thanks, Cal.
my AD&D player handbook. So player handbook, it's a little taller. And
Oh,
but
probably like a Euro print, maybe.
Yeah.
European, but they've got
Like
So they've got
A3 or
the
something like that.
it's A4 plus. So
Oh, okay.
massive grid paper, but I'm gonna put the stickers on the front of it. I haven't used my fiance had too much for me to put stickers on it.
Wow.
I was thinking we should have printed in that size for some of our new books coming up.
You know,
Hey, what's up,
I was
Mac?
thinking
We could just get
Dave-
a little bit more space.
we'll need to talk about that because I had it, but this is a nice size. This is size.
I thought it
So-
was. I'm sure I have something like that kicking around, but
The
it's
A4
definitely been
size,
floating through my head.
it feels like I'm holding like a wizard's tome.
Ah,
It's like how tall it is. You know me,
Yeah.
I normally play a lot with the booklets at the table because I can pass them out. Like whenever I run Barrows and Borderlands, I actually bring like 2 sets with me so that I can toss multiple psychics and sorcerers across the table. Everybody can have something to run with. But yeah, I mean, there's also an equal amount of cool when you've got the big hard bag in front of you. Like, the track feels really nice. Yeah, so A4 size, A4 plus. I don't know what the plus is, but
See, I was thinking a book the size of what's that book? Was it up in Sweden? The Devil's Bible. It's like this big.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
I can't think of the name of it. It's a codex or something.
Yeah, you know what? Mac Thompson, who just popped in, a very good friend of ours, probably knows what the name of the book is you're talking about. And Mac, we are celebrating the successful Kickstarter from Emperor's Choice, that being Dave and George, catty corner from one another, and then down in the bottom right hand corner is Matt Tapp from Barrows and Borderlands. They came together along with Griff Morgan's Lost Dungeons of Tonnesborg, 3 companies coming together for one Kickstarter because all 3 games are basically now interconnected. How would you guys describe it in your elevator pitch style?
It's
3 games by 3 publishers, multiversal cross play.
Yep.
Rip. I don't know. George might have
Yeah.
had something better.
game of games philosophy.
Yeah, there you go.
That would be probably the easiest way to describe it.
I mean, the systems work so well together and the settings too. Like we were going through putting stuff together and making the compatibility guide. We found so many weird, because I kept on having to tell George, was like, I promise, I've never read them.
Yeah.
I promise. But it lined up so well. Like even some of the names of the gods didn't they wind up being similar? Like
yes, very similar.
Down to some of the spellings of things. I know with it was Malak, the archdemon there.
Yeah.
Had similar descriptions
Moloch,
between the two. Not exactly.
That's going to happen. There's some like that everybody use.
Not the well, the name is common, but the descriptions of the sort of star demon lined up,
Gotcha.
which was weird. So with a perfect marriage of systems and setting, but all the cast.
Yeah, this is going to be another record breaker for the show.
Hold on, y'all just stole my line. I'm the one that says howdy in the chat.
I always say howdy.
I've been saying howdy longer than you've been around on planet Earth.
He's probably right there.
Yeah.
Just saying. But
word, old man. No, just
we can share it. We can share it.
Old man.
Can share it until we meet on the battlefield, and then we can fight over it.
Is that Sandlot?
Yeah.
Is that the yeah?
No. I think I wasn't thinking that. I was thinking what was the old spaghetti western with with Clint Eastwood and Van Lee Cliff, A Fistful of Dollars or A Few Dollars More?
You all right, old man?
Yeah.
You all right, old man?
All right, old.
Thought I was having trouble with my adding. It's all right now.
Well, Mac, that's okay because the next Kickstarter is going to be George and Matt doing the audio books of the Arduin Grimoire and the Barrows and Borderlands, library.
Thunder rolls across the borderland.
Yeah.
See, he's already working on it. And as your manager, I'll expect my 20% in solid gold. Silver's fine. I know times are tough. Silver's fine.
Yeah.
You've been in California too long. Dude, the
You're not wrong. It's been a
well,
long time.
come over to South Carolina. They're much more chillax on that. I won't go there. The film industry on the East Coast, but
You've seen my hat, Mac,
I've seen it.
and I've got another one downstairs. I just got, but it's a little too cowboy for the show right now. I got to wait until I'm doing some cowboy stuff. Otherwise, it's gonna look kind of weird.
howdy, y'all. Welcome to Shadow and Sun.
Yeah.
I'm out. I don't have a hat or the Stetson.
Yeah.
Cody.
Yeah, it is. It absolutely is. To be honest, Mac, it was OSR before OSR was OSR.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Going back to
It's what
1977.
OSR is based off of.
Yeah, it's like the crazy uncle.
Let's wear my tricorn. Late for
All right,
Halloween.
no, that's not going to cut it.
What's up, Death Angels? Yeah, that's
Yeah.
cool hat. Not gonna
I
lie.
got there we go. Do the Halloween costume again.
Gal's in. That was a great costume for Halloween, dude. I was thoroughly
That was
impressed.
awesome.
I wanted to do Dracula, but it's almost like I'm in the middle of a Kickstarter and didn't have time to go hang out at the costume store. So
Mhm.
I guess I could
Okay,
have gotten some.
let me
like,
rephrase that. It's Mexican cowboy.
Cowboy.
He's the space cowboy.
Yeah, that's it. That's my handle on Twitter. Space Cowboy VFX.
Tricorn is the OG cowboy hat. Okay. Yeah, Jackie's. You guys know my son. He's got a hat collection like Elton John's sunglass collection. Not even joking. It's
There we
pretty freaking crazy. Last count, he's got like 50 different hats.
I gotta get some more. I only fit one funky frame on the back.
Yeah. Well, like I said,
Welcome, Death Angel.
we'll have to see about getting more stickers.
Don't send me
Different
anymore.
ones.
Look how many I've.
That's
think I've
awesome.
got enough to last.
I mean, not that your grandpa passed away, but that you have something like that. Well, I know this guy. He might be able to shrink your head, and then you'll be able to fit into it. I don't want to hate Mac. I'm just, I was not expecting it from, my son. It was cool. I just, I got to wait until I'm doing some cowboy content. Otherwise, it just kind of come off weird.
No. Wow. Again, Shadow, this was really nice to do for
Yeah,
us.
thank you.
I told you. You're always like, should we do it? I don't know. Yes. Every chance you can come on my show or Matt's show or 10 Cars show, you guys should be on shows until people are sick of you.
Maybe they're
No.
sick of it.
Yeah. We were on every week, holy cow, for the Kickstarter. It was like wow.
And you should have been on more.
Yeah.
Maybe more other channels, not the same people, because then
Yeah.
that does get a little, But
He's
Okay,
learning. He's learning.
Yeah.
Mac, John was supposed to send me cow punchers and he forgot. And I did all of Boot Hill. I might go over the new Deadlands when it gets here, but I heard they cut out the Confederacy, so I'm really likely to take that Kickstarter and throw it right in the dumpster. Arduin is Western. It's
Right.
literally everything.
It's built in.
Yep.
Which one were you going to throw in the dumpster?
The new woke Deadlands 50th anniversary.
Oh,
where they rewrite the history, leave out the entire Confederacy just because it's problematic. Shut the fuck up.
I haven't heard of it.
It comes with an audio book. I don't know if it's a novel or if it's the actual rules, but I'll find out in a couple of months when it's supposed to be here. And
So
yeah,
it-
kind of wokey. Yeah, I'll take a look. Because I've got my dead originals down here, and I thought, I loved it. I loved it, and give it a try. And then somebody told me that it's, kind of, woke, and I'm not a fan of that. And Death Angels, one of these days, we're gonna have to, cross pollinate. You be on my show, and me be on your show, etc. I keep trying to watch the show, but it comes on so dang late.
that was a good show, Death Angel. It was.
Yeah.
So so funny, Matt's working on stuff on the printer.
That's awesome. That's exactly.
I know, we do. Dave and I have a bunch of stuff we have to get to too. So
We're gonna say goodnight in just a couple of minutes. I like to end on the solid hour or half hour, unless you guys absolutely have to run off. But I wanted to, Mac just got here. He's a really good close friend of mine. Been in several of my campaigns, and I think if Mac, if you're into, the oldest of the old inspiration for every role playing game out there, Arduin was it. It really inspired everybody who was anybody, and Barrows and Borderlands was just you know me. I've been looking for a Gamma World game with spells and magic, post-apocalyptic mutants and all that stuff, and that's what. And then throw in some Solomon Kane and some black powder. I call that a good time.
yeah.
Oh yeah, it's Solomon Kane fighting a Velociraptor with a ray gun.
Yeah.
Yes, there are modules. Mac, I'm going to send you a link to the Emperor's Choice game store, and you can just yes. Let me get. It's actually way up in the thing, but I can get it from here. Emperor's Choice support admin or just Emperor's Choice?
Go to mcho.com.
For email, he's asking.
Well,
Oh,
yeah, I just want to
no.
send him to the online store.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
that HTTPS one there.
Yeah.
That's what I just said. Yeah. And there you
The
go.
one we sell the most of, Mac, is this one, Vaults of the Weaver, which has about 7 modules. A lot of it is, very cool old style OSR modules. So very 70s type modules. And
Yes.
of course, the bundle has some really cool stuff too. So
My pleasure, Mac. Yeah, I saw John put out a video this morning, but you guys know I had a humongous, insanely busy day today, doing
Of
stuff I
course,
didn't actually expect.
we're doing a duel.
Yeah.
Mac, so if in the bundle, the new Arduin's Portal to Adventure, there's a Dracula in Space module. The Radiation Boogaloo also has a dungeon in there. Yeah. Has
I was
that.
just reading that.
And the Arduin box.
It's older than Judge's Guild,
Rancid Maw.
I think. But yeah, very similar. But Judge's Guild was a little more toned down, whereas David A. Hargrave, the crazy Vietnam vet that he was, went in directions that Judge's Guild would have never gone into until recently.
If you like this, that's what Arduin is.
Yeah, it's the heavy metal of role playing games, or the original heavy metal. I know there's newer
Well, this-
games that call themselves that, but they're lying.
Well, I know that Margaret's been having a lot of fun playing the stuff from the Vaults of the Weaver, and like I said, mentioned earlier on stream, we just got done with Caliban. I'd say we got done with it. I think they ran in fear from the first level before they got done with it, but you know what I mean.
So the same year, Mac. They both began in '77.
Yeah. Um.
Okay, heavy metal. That's all I need to know.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
That's
Yeah,
the best explanation.
It would play. It's like watching the heavy metal movie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, actually, I'm curious
Yeah.
when did the heavy metal movie come out?
I know the
That was-
magazine came out in '77 as well,
Yeah.
which is ironic because we were talking
Yeah.
about that the other day.
And then
'77 was the greatest year in all human history. We got Star Wars, we got Heavy Metal Magazine, we got the Micronauts, we got I want to say the Conan comic book or Savage Sword of Conan, one of the two. We got John Carter comic books in from Marvel. We got something else that came out in '77 as well. It's eluding me, but just so much great stuff when it comes to our collective hobbies. Obviously, there were maybe better years for other things, but
Yeah. And just so you know, Mac, with us, we actually started as a miniature company. So you're going to find a ton of miniatures that we have, and we're adding about 20 new ones.
nice, Mac.
You know?
Mac Thompson, do right by him. He's a good guy.
Yeah.
Um,
No, absolutely. A lot
he's
of
making
cool stuff.
he's making his Christmas list right now.
Good.
Trust me, there's some
You know what,
great
and-
videos over there.
Just as a suggestion, Mac, too, if you're interested, we have late pledges for the Kickstarter on the mcho.com site. If you look under Arduin, you'll see the bundles are there too. So if you have any interest, I don't know, did Mac see that?
I'm guessing.
Okay. Yeah.
If not, he's on the site right now. He's looking at minis and everything else.
Cool. All right.
I'm telling you, it's a fun hobby, to de-stress. Do something with your hands that's not too strenuous. Now, mind you, if you have vision problems or shaky hands problems, don't let those things deter you. I do painting shows and tutorials all the time, and there's ways around everything, and it is a solid, peaceful, enjoyable hobby that when you're done, you can put it on the shelf or use it in your game or mail it off to grandma or whatever. That really is so relaxing. And if I wasn't about to go into a coma the minute I get off the show, that's what I would be doing. I got to thank you guys because I was feeling it when you should have seen me. Like I was like I had just walked through the Mojave Desert right before the boy got home. Just like insane. I haven't done that much physical exertion in a long time.
Oh, wow.
Because
Yeah,
Okay,
I saw that pile, the big pile of wood.
That is a big
okay, where I come from, a cord of wood is 8 feet long, 4 feet high, about 18 inches wide. Well, my man informs me, no, it's 4 feet wide, not 18 inches wide, and this is probably more like 2.
Wow.
It's still a lot.
Yeah.
Did you have a cart?
I had a dolly.
Oh,
Okay.
better than nothing.
Yeah.
Yes, in
You could have
fact, it
moved it
was
closer
nothing.
to where you're putting it, though.
That's the real trick. multiple places, but most of the wood wouldn't fit. It was too short, so I had to do it almost exclusively all by hand. And by the end, I couldn't lift two pieces. It was like one at a time, just zombie, and it was brutal. It was brutal.
Sorry, Shadow.
I'm woefully out of shape though. You know that Gandalf mini is a stellar mini. As a matter of fact, I had that Gandalf mini in my collection, and I didn't even know it was an Arduin mini because it's so big. For years, 8 years, like 20 years, like where'd this mini come from? And then I looked on the site, and I'm like, hey, I got that mini. I got that mini like right here. I think even in the studio, it's still unpainted because most of my Arduin miniatures, except the ones I've gotten from you guys recently, like I have a box full of unpainted, way back in the before time miniatures. Never going to paint them, never. But the new ones I get from you, like the Valpyr that I painted over here.
Oh, I love it here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I posted about the Gandalf mini in the
It
Discord.
looks great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a few funky frames too.
Oh, you got a bunch too. Yeah, Matt was supposed to take his to the store.
I was supposed to
have
send.
not been to the store yet since
I was supposed to send those.
we've been printing stuff.
I was supposed to send those to Off Grid, not
What
Off
have you
Grid,
been doing?
OGGM. I was supposed to send them to him, but he never sent me his mailing address. I think he's worried because I live in California. He lives in California, and I might go over there and steal his cat, Steve.
Yeah. That's funny.
Are you planning on stealing his cat, Steve?
No, I'm definitely allergic to cats,
Ah.
so it would never happen. It was just something funny to say. We were going to do a trade for something, and then he said something about stickers, and I'm like, oh, give me your address. I got something for you. And he's kind of scatterbrained sometimes. He writes good stuff though. Your minis are always on strike. What do you mean your minis are always on strike? Who's in charge? You or them? Just got 2 new sculpts in today, about 90 minutes before the show. You haven't even looked. Oh my goodness, that's as bad as me. I got a Kickstarter in the mail today. I could barely lift it to throw it on top of another box in the garage. I just hope I don't forget. I did that once. I got a box, and then I forgot where I put it, or I forgot that I put it anywhere. And then I went to the seller, like, hey, where's my box? And they're like, oh, we sent it to you. It was delivered. I'm like, huh? Oh yeah, the stuff from Goodman Games. What did I do with that? It's over there.
Well, I totally forgot those 2 came in today.
Yeah.
We want to see them up on the site real soon.
No, probably not.
Yeah.
These things are incredible too. I got to say, they're multi-piece kits.
Yeah.
Both. We gotta solidify the packaging for them yet.
Yeah.
And then we got to solidify if we can even do the one in metal. Because
We got to do it in metal. We got to do it.
I didn't know it was an Arduin thing. I thought you just meant you got minis in the mail.
No. These are both Arduin features.
Okay.
These are new miniatures to add to the line, Shadow. Like I told you, we have probably about 20 new miniatures already.
Oh, it's probably way more than that. But
I've watched them all around the room.
Conservative. So
Occupy protest.
yeah.
By minis.
Yeah.
Matt, do you do any mini painting or any of that?
After painting, and I'm so glad you asked because now I'm going to show them off.
Awesome. Awesome. That's never something he and I've never talked about, I don't think.
Well, I think he just gave us a story the other day that he showed the girl that was helping him, showing him how to paint. And then he showed her a bunch of them, and then she said, this one's really good. And he's like, "That's the one you did."
Yeah,
So I'm
yeah.
kinda
the one
scared.
every time she's grabbed one of my miniatures and said this one's good, it's been one that she's done. It's the Adriana from the Green Dragon.
Adriana must have good
So-
taste for her own stuff, right?
Yeah.
Dude, she does. I'm gonna turn portrait mode off, and I'm up the lights that I've got here in the room, so y'all can see this a lot.
And I'm gonna
better.
blow you up, make you
Yeah.
bigger.
Okay. So my face is gonna be really bright, but to do a little 10 millimeter war painting for 10 millimeter miniatures. I'll see if I
Oh,
just want
10
to
mil.
focus.
Do you have a? I was gonna say,
There.
I always keep an index card handy. That'll do it. Usually,
Usually,
unless you've got. Okay.
that's being silly. These 10 millimeter ones are going to be hard to see any little brighter.
You need better resolution.
Well, you
Yeah,
know,
the rest
I have a
No,
4K. I'm using
He
I'm
lives in
using a
California.
4K. I'm using a 4K camera, but y'all are y'all are all the way over there. So, yeah, I've got a few
Yeah.
here. I think it's going to be hard for me to show them off. What I could do though, I've got
Take
images.
some pictures with your camera and,
Yep, I'll
and post
stream
them
it.
on.
Yeah, why don't you do that? Because it's you're kind of blurred out, Matt. But I know you said you were having some issues.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Let's get to
Max
the
says, "Def need to upgrade that webcam, bro."
I have a. So I'm using a.
Yeah,
I'm using
like
a 4K.
share them on Discord. Share them on Discord. Everybody's here is there, and there is here, and
Yeah,
then they'll
one
be
sec.
immortal forever on the
Yeah.
internet on Discord until Discord goes down. Like
From what I've seen of the books, they're not as blurry as this camera.
Dave's on a roll with you, Matt. I'm surprised he didn't bring up the Fraint stickers.
uppercut, body
He's gonna
blow,
give it
body
today.
blow.
The
Body
Fraint stickers are for the store, Matt. I don't know if you've heard that tonight, but they're for the store.
Mm-hmm.
Good for the blurry camera.
I'm gonna
Hey,
shrink him down to normal size. There we go. So you don't feel so, targeted.
Targeted.
It's that satellite you guys were talking about earlier.
Starlink.
Great gamer. That Starlink satellite system.
Death Angel says 4K camera with dial-up.
Oh man.
Oh, I'm feeling bad for Matt now.
Yeah.
oh
Hey,
man.
you
Hey,
know
look, dude. I was on stream. I was on stream for the final night, and it was going just fine.
Yeah.
Almost
No,
definitely.
it was really good.
All
And then
those damn
Cal-
willow trees
excuse
down
me.
there.
Max says cam might be good, but connection is about 2 FPS.
So right now, my connection says
frames
it's
per
rocking
second.
with 500 megs per second.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's just
I think I have a laptop older than you, Matt, that has a better camera.
Oh my God. Have a good night, Cal. I see you did.
Good night.
Yeah, we're all gonna say goodnight. And Matt, you're the new guy. Get used to it. We love you. And we got to talk about that thing because the whole time I'm just like brains just like cranking on that particular topic. I got some great ideas that
Oh,
I think you will absolutely love. So everybody out there in TV land, thanks for sticking around and playing along. These are some of my favorite people in the world from TV land because we have never met in person, but one of these days we will. And when that day happens, you guys will hear about it because there will be thunder and lightning and all that good stuff.
Cool.
Go check out their stuff. And if you're not convinced that it's one of the one of the coolest things to come down the pike when it comes to our hobby, in the longest of times, we have been inundated with such absolute milk toast or worse, watered down, mediocre bullshit for so long. It's about time we all got something great. And you can thank these guys for bringing it to you.
Thanks.
Well, thank you very much,
Thank you.
Shadow.
Always a pleasure, guys. Always a pleasure. Anything I can do, you guys just say the word, and me and Jackie will be on it. And when I'm no longer around, he'll be all on his ass, and you can rest assured you'll always have his phone number. Um, everybody in the chat, thanks. You made this show fantastic. We love you guys. So much fun interacting with you guys, new people, old people. Except for that one guy I had to ban because he was being a whiny bitch. But
Will you
whatever.
ban
That
someone?
happens. That guy was talking about the thing earlier.
Yeah.
He's like, it's a fucking game, dude. Shut up. Someone's got to be the bad guy. Someone's got to be the good guy. Figure it out. It's not the real world, and the real world, ancient history that you're talking about can't be changed. So why let it get you all, up in a twist? But Nerdy, you come in at the last second. He's another guy I game with, Nerdy Ogre. He ran me through, and some other folks through Dead Rain from Palladium, a Dawn of the Dead zombie killing game. A lot of fun, except I think I was the only guy killing the damn zombies. What's up with that, Nerdy? I'll see you next week, Nerdy. Everybody else, I will see you guys in the morning because tomorrow is Tuesday, so you get 2 videos, provided I don't pass out in the next 20 minutes. Wish me luck, guys.
Good luck.
Thanks, everybody.
Everyone
We
else.
appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Have a
Happy
good
trails,
night.
everybody.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.